Yo, let's
We
stay
talking
on
Russian.
Let's
User in your channel timed out.
7-1 is on frequency.
Good day, 7-1.
You as well. Anything going on right now?
Negative, I do not believe so.
This is 5-2.
Channel switched. Connected. User entered your channel. User left your channel. Channel switched. Channel switched.
Moving.
User joined your channel.
7-1 is back on frequency.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Had a little bit of a brain aneurysm there.
Channel switched. Channel
Yeah, I was
switched.
planning on.
This must be Gilligan's Island, and I must be the weakest link, because I keep getting kicked off the island.
What's the arrow?
Didn't see it, went away too quickly.
It meant
Yeah,
help
I saw
if
you
you
under
gave
the
me an arrow.
floorboards.
Welcome back.
Thank you very
It
much.
might help a little bit if you give me an arrow to help you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I didn't see one. It just said, you were kicked off the island. It's like, oh, okay.
Did you change the control?
No, all I did was, wake up. Apparently that's a crime now.
I got nothing for you.
Yeah, it should be fine now. I was, having really bad
Might have
floppies
been
before, but now I'm
the
fine,
world
so.
being weird.
Yeah, it's a crazy world we live in.
Yes, some crazy island we live in.
Okay.
Crime's on the rise. No one's ever going out in the sea except for Coast Guard. God, I wish people would go out in the sea more.
Yeah, well, let's see.
And aviation's absolute hell, so yes.
We've got a island up in the northern heavens. English is hard. With palm trees. We've got thunder without ever rain.
Yes.
Mind you, we
have
do
a
still
giant
have.
wart way east.
And the fact that we have billion eggs on our trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is mostly all surrounding the Coast Guard base.
And we
Yes.
don't have a road. So don't have a road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
you know,
one
I just
was
woke
all
up one day and it was
roads.
gone. I don't understand.
I
Yeah,
know,
and
but
that's another thing. Yeah, and the
I
coast.
heard there was some construction on island. Everyone was asleep and just gone. I was like, what the fuck? There's also a road missing in Silverton now, I believe.
Oh, yeah. The federal government, they paved over the ground to make it more straight, but.
Yeah, but then you see the. I forgot about the
Probably clearing out a roads and put Section 8 housing in our base.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you
See,
know, we have
so
a
we're-
military motherfucker.
You know what? Here's a question that we're gonna hit that. You know how everyone's like, can we please get the keys to the apartments here or the barracks, as I like to call them? This is what we're gonna get hit with now. Do you want your roads or do you want your barracks? Because you can only have one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
This
it's what's gonna
military
happen. It's
installation.
like, come on.
Motherfucker, gonna kill this guy.
Well, the federal government here on this wonderful island we all live on has a very interesting way of dealing with problems. Like for example, hey, our grills like to eat our food instead of letting us
User
eat it.
entered your channel.
So instead of fixing the grills, let's just add a supermarket.
Yeah,
Who needs interaction with human beings? That's not important.
I know, right? Like,
User in your channel
I
timed
mean, it
out.
is fun to go hunting though, but I'm always looking for hunting buddies if anyone wants to join me sometime. I'm lonely.
I
whenever
have
I'm
not gone
working.
hunting yet, and I would like to, but
Dude,
I rarely
do you
make it
have
off the
CCP?
base. Yeah, yes.
Anytime
Do I
you
have
go
a
hunting,
CCP?
Hit me up.
No, I just thought it'd be fun
Captain's,
to.
Captain and I are planning a hunting trip,
Ooh.
but like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted
Sorry.
twice.
Sorry.
Yeah, this the military installation is starting to look like a third world country outpost. It's like when you see like some mules carrying around like AKs on their backs.
I think my firearms are bugged.
Oh god.
I can't unholster my weapon.
You have a weapon.
Try flipping me off. I mean, that usually works.
Well, okay,
That's
hang on.
pair of binoculars.
Yeah, I just took. Hang on.
You got this. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
that's really odd, but all right, whatever. It's
You're good.
fixed. Thank you.
Yeah. Got you.
So is this our rescue team here?
I guess it'll be me and Jason
I'm
and the
here.
Jayhawk and you two in the RVM. It looks like, unless there's anybody else that I haven't seen yet.
I trade for the Jayhawk. Half kidding.
Jason, are you talking? I can't hear you.
That's
You
my
gotta
fault
speak up
because
a little bit.
yeah, no, that's
There
my
you
bad.
go. It's okay.
I say it sounded like you were talking into a sponge.
Yeah, I heard like whispering. I'm like,
It's what happens when I turn my head to the left.
I think he
That
was
is
just
very
trying to seduce us with his sweet, sultry whispers.
I thought I was hearing these voices again. I was like, oh look, they're back. Time to go take my medication.
Hey Mango, how are you?
But I think Jonah said he's gonna be coming.
That would
There
be
are a
cool.
lot more people awake.
Well,
than
that's probably
usually.
I
because
think what's going on
it's broken.
is that, you know,
Nobody knows how to fix it, and if they don't go to support.
How is it even possible to keep that within the worlds?
Hey, then I want to put you through a communication class.
Well,
Uncut.
no. This is my question. From what I understand, is that a lot of people, they updated their passports, but the islands currently their paperwork isn't up to date with the current passports. So a lot of people are dealing with that crowd and trying to get the passports reverted back to how they were.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah, that's
damn
true.
island and their lack of funding, they can't get the new scanners to scan the new codes, and now everyone's getting kicked off the island because they can't get in because they go to scan their passport and it says, you're an illegal alien, get out!
Yep, basically.
And then we launch them into the Black Sea.
What?
Have fun with the sea dog.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. You weren't supposed to know about that.
I know about the Black Sea.
I hereby
have
start a
typed it up.
petition to rename the kill house to the Red Room.
I like it, actually. Why not call it the Orange Room? Hazards.
User left your channel.
Just call it the Freeman's household.
User joined your
Alright.
channel.
You want that? That's
Pretty
that's
good,
the
Mango.
word
We're trying to get a training situation
Right.
here. When I was working earlier, I had said I was going to get
I haven't
around
really heard
about
much of the
7
janitors. Are they still around?
and
Yes, they're still around. They
try
were
and do
actually
some
active
training
earlier.
scenarios where we go and do
So,
mock
I
search and
haven't really
rescue.
heard- all the
but there's
things
only
I'm
the
hearing
4 of
from are
us
from the Kings
awake
and
currently.
Freemans.
Mm.
I had to buy more gear and such, and I haven't collected my paychecks the last couple of times I've been on.
Back to the small people.
because now we're being targeted again. So I have to go out
Actually,
with
I don't
somebody
really
else. I
like
can't
it.
go out alone. So it's not really that big of a
They're just
deal.
a
If it drops
family,
below
not
like
just like the
70 or
Freemans.
80,000, then
I think
I'll
they're
be
a
more
quote,
concerned
unquote,
about it. But I mean, as long as I have enough money to buy my gear, I don't care.
cartel.
Okay, well, I'm going to go out of my head, and I'm going to go do a thing, and then we can, I guess, get this started if you guys are ready. Otherwise, we can wait for some other people, or... I see, I should have...
Captain might be shown.
Okay.
Well, saying I'm Semper Paratus.
If I fix him. Need to fix him. That sounds weird.
So what now?
Need to fix the captain.
Need to fix, phrasing.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean like spay neuter?
Oh my. I mean,
I mean, what he does in his
chance to try and get that close to him, you're gonna die.
I mean, I don't care what he does in his spare time. I mean, you do you. I'm no part in this.
I think that's the premic doing it ahead of time before, like, you know how all the.
I mean, the criminals are targeting Coast
politicians
Guard a
that are
lot
trying to get all these
because we
sexual
usually are the ones who come
assault
in
cases on
and
them.
ruin their day. So there's been a lot of times where guardsmen have been kidnapped here recently.
mumbling.
So we've
Sorry, I'm
enacted
talking to myself
a
because
You were mumbling, damn it.
sort of
Sorry.
rule where you
Attack
can't go
yourself.
off base in uniform
like 2
without
a.m.
another
here.
person.
Jesus.
It's like
Need to be a little
6:22
quiet.
here.
Yeah, 6:22 here as well.
It's
Oh, you're
7:22
central,
here.
nice.
What?
I think
Yeah.
you're the odd one out here. You need to move, Jason.
Yeah, come
No.
join us.
Yep.
You-
Calm,
give me-
Central
give me
Time.
a place
Move
to
to this
live.
island, damn it. Get your time synced with the correct time zones and shit.
Give me a place
Zane,
to
you're
live,
the odd
and
one
sure.
here because there's two that's 6:20 and you're 7:20 and get out of here.
Oh wait, you said 6 a.m.?
No, PM.
No, for him.
Oh, he's AM. He's
What?
2 AM.
No, it's 2 a.m.
Oh, 2 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
I'm already-
Okay, but seriously,
already
after
in
he
the
said that my fucking kidneys hurt,
Oh.
I'll be back.
Then go.
Go.
I'm already
Do your shit.
in December, boys. What do you want? What do you want from me?
God, you piece of shit. Oh my god, that's tonight.
The future looks rather flying cars and.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be in the future?
I saw this picture where it was an American tweeting, "Fuck you, Australia. You live in the future, and yet you didn't warn us about 9/11." What? It's like, what?
Yeah, fuck you, Australia. Something. Huh, that's actually pretty good camouflage over there.
Wow, that actually is. Wow.
I think mine's better though. Hey girl, let me whisper in your ear.
Whisper, whisper.
Hey little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Say something they might like to hear.
I don't know the rest of the song.
I got a 30-inch cock, and I cannot lie.
That's something you might want to hear.
Jason, how much do you know the whisper?
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Wait till you see this dick.
Oh, he's alive.
Yeah, that's the only line in that song I know, so
Yeah.
I guess you'll be waiting a while.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Let me tell you something that you might like to hear. I don't know anything else. That's really it. That's all I care for.
You just gotta go with his like.
Well, we usually go and patrol the pirate ship because that's where that usually happens at, but we usually don't have a whole lot of crazy action on base. It's usually when we have a situation and we have to go
Hang on, what
go in and help
I-
sheriff's
I-
department that
I
things
had
really
it
get
right, but I
heated.
forgot. I got 24 yachts, 16 gooses, 32 Cessnas, and don't get started on the bills. Kidding. I
Alrighty.
can't.
I'm gonna get my Jayhawk out and move it to the helipads because mostly just because I want to get away from you guys.
User joined your channel.
Lubbock Tower, this is Charlie Golf 6046 requesting takeoff at CG base, moving to helipads.
User joined your channel. User left your
Center
channel.
door.
Getting a bit close to us.
Radio check.
Oh, no. You failed. Mission failed. Mission failed.
I thought he would hurt himself.
I did.
I'll give it a 7. Give it a 7.
That first touchdown looked like it hurt.
Strong 7.
Radio check.
Saying that first touchdown looked like it hurt. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm perfectly
Did you
fine.
you mess?
I mean, the wheels have good hydraulics on them, to be
It
fair.
hurt me. Hurt my eyes seeing that landing.
I cried a little.
Center.
You guys just want to come over here and
Leave
talk
it,
shit
Charlie.
on me and make me feel bad about myself. I have
Fuck
feelings, you
you're
know.
Shit at flying.
Oh. I'm gonna go drown myself in the ocean now, bye.
Okay,
That's
bye.
Hey, that's my memo.
User joined your channel.
I've been rescued. You guys are good at this game.
Underwater.
Hey
Government
guys,
property.
should we actually go out and check out that goose?
Wanna
Where's... Oh, I see it.
I mean, I've got
Yeah, probably.
a rib, but I got a...
But he can fly me out there, and I can slip.
Hey,
User left
hey
your
Jason,
channel.
Jason, do you want to see a magic
Yes.
trick?
User
No.
joined
So
your
look
channel.
at my eyes.
Okay.
No glasses.
Alright, so you wanna
I
go
think
see
your
what
hand's
that
broken.
goose is doing? Just chilling out there then?
I don't need
Yes.
it. Alright, right.
Do you wanna take your J-Hawk or mine, Jason?
I don't want to fly.
Okay.
Can I jump?
No, you're
Aw.
not trained.
I will swim out there, goddammit. I don't care. I did that for a living, going out and recovering Grumans.
The goddamn Jayhawk.
Open the fucking side for you, goddammit.
Alright, Jason, if you wanna co-pilot, then I guess, John can do AST, I do believe. You're MSRT.
I do AST.
Oh, wait, no, wait a minute. Yeah, you're AST.
AST.
I'm dumb.
Jump.
You want me
Wait,
to
what
co-pilot?
the fuel
Yeah, go
pump
for it.
battery is back? What the fuck?
No, it's It's
I
not
can
like
see
that,
all
don't
the.
worry.
What the hell? Your ass is sitting on all of the fucking switches.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
What the hell? I can literally engage the Jayhawk from back here.
God.
That's actually fucking hilarious.
Actually, hold on. Let me get some food in me before we go head out.
User
Okay.
joined your channel.
This is the best
Shit,
thing I've ever seen.
yeah. I've got
Take a picture of that.
got a quarter in my stomach that's still full. I'll be alright. As long as we don't, you know, stay out there forever.
I think we
Don't
will.
worry, we'll be out there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, just hovering above the goose. Like, hey, can you hear us?
Is anyone in there? We don't have anyone that can jump in to see if you're alive.
There we go. I was waiting for my thirst to go up too. Alright, make sure everyone's on yelling.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
I can't.
Alright, everyone good to go?
Oh my god, yeah. Go.
And Jason, make sure you take that sponge out of
I'm
your
on
helmet.
yelling. I just can't do much because I have to be a little
Lubbock
quiet.
Tower to Charlie
you
Golf
see.
6046, requesting takeoff at CG base, heading
User
Eastern Sea.
joined your channel.
Wish I could be loud, but I don't have like a
User in your
soundproof
channel
room,
timed out.
so I can't.
Just in case. I don't either, but
Lubbock Tower to Charlie Golf 6046,
I live
requesting
alone.
takeoff at
Joke's on
CG
you.
base, heading Eastern Sea.
I believe it's Silverton.
Was that a little
I don't think
cry
it's Lubbock
at the
anymore.
end?
I think it's
No.
Silverton.
Lubbock airspace, be advised to Charlie Golf 6046, taking off from CG base. Let's go,
Cue
boys.
deploy.
Who the hell just
What
shot?
was that?
Yeah, did you hear that?
Was that not
yes.
one of us?
User left
No.
your channel. User joined
Don't
your
believe
channel.
It
so.
sounded like it came from within, but he didn't have a gun out.
I'm
What
gonna
the fuck?
go.
That sound-
Look, can we look up at the front gate on the camera real
User
quick? Just
left
make
your
sure that wasn't
channel.
somebody over there.
Well, it sounded like it shot
Alright.
right from where we were.
Yeah, it did. That's what's really throwing me off.
It sounded like somebody hit the
Yeah.
helicopter. Let's see here. I don't see any souls down there.
Okay, well then I will chalk it up to a
I see someone
weird
here.
matrix
Oh wait, no,
bug.
never mind.
That was weird as fuck.
Oh god.
User left your channel.
Oh god, that light was a bit close there.
Have faith.
You know
Have
what?
faith in your
I haven't killed anybody yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
User
Okay, I
joined
turned
your
again.
channel.
What the hell?
Yeah. I don't have my gun out. Or I have
Are
it
you
holstered.
firing though? Like, are you?
No, I have my gun holstered. It's impossible.
But try firing while it's holstered for the walls.
No, I cannot.
Okay. That's really weird, actually.
User left your channel.
Yeah, that's a new one for me.
Yeah, that's never happened in life. I wanna
Even if
jump
this is
so bad.
abandoned, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if there's anybody in the water.
At least see if it's unlocked. Because if it's unlocked, we can take it back to shore.
Okay, yeah. Let me drop.
Yeah, I'm looking on the shoreline too, the therm with the white hot, and I'm not seeing anyone there
Damn.
besides the boat guy.
User left your channel.
Need to wait for your go, good say.
Yep, I'm just trying to get a little quicker so you're not swimming too far.
Okay.
I mean, he has flippers. Just saying.
I have flippers.
Oh,
so-
well in that case, get the fuck out. You're good to go.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, he
Sure.
has flippers. You realize, right? Go, go, go.
Swim is safe. Swim safe.
Copy. Just pretend I said copy
Oh.
on the right frequency.
I got eyes on somebody.
Where at?
Where?
Second.
Yeah,
Right
so
behind.
How do I fly this?
Yeah, right behind us. He's by the
do you want me
apartments.
to do it?
Like, it's not a field, there's nothing we can do about it.
User left
Yeah,
your
there
channel.
is an individual on our base, I believe. As soon as I looked over there, he went prone.
Can I go?
Okay, go ahead and tell Jason on frequency if he's above water, because I'm still on ATC. Yeah, I see somebody
I heard all
moving
the
over there in a
time, I
car,
heard
it looks like. Yeah, they're driving around next to our helipads.
Okay, you're free to go.
Yeah, we have a guy on base.
Jesus.
I just had thermals on him. It looked like he had a backpack, but... Oh wait,
Just go
standing up
go.
again. I see him.
User joined your channel.
Oh yeah, he's got a gun. Notifying SD.
Where are they?
Where am I looking exactly?
CGSD.
Can you enable the searchlight?
Oh, we
at all,
currently
or-
have somebody on our base, firing their weapons at our helicopter. Can we get some assistance over here?
I don't know where I'm looking.
I
turn
saw
on the
him, but I don't
searchlight
see
if
him
you
now.
can.
That would be, that'd be John.
John, if you can get a visual, it would be greatly appreciated.
Hold on. I think I see him.
There's an
Yeah, someone's
aircraft
inside
to our
the-
left.
Yeah, someone's inside the elephant grass.
Can you get a spotlight on?
SD's on scene. Looks like ×3.
Yes, sir.
Auto hover, Zane.
Yeah, stop moving.
Yeah, I hate using auto hover, but I need to get out of that habit of
You're
not
gonna
using
have
it.
to.
Just keep the light on. Spotlight
Let's get a
as well.
visual.
Can they even let themselves in? Is that possible for them?
Yes, they can let themselves.
Okay.
We're getting shot at again. What the fuck?
SD, CG.
Stand up, you can let yourself in.
Hey, firm,
I
where
see
are
him.
they?
I believe to be in the elephant grass.
You got them on thermal?
I'm looking for him. I lost eyes
We're
since he
looking
moved.
for him at the moment.
Move more right.
CG, be advised. I've got a ride along with me. He's wearing sweaty clothing, red top, black pants.
Hey,
Can you go ahead and move back? Where you,
I'm gonna presume that your light is the location of this guy.
hey, firm, we're just busy looking
Nick.
for him at the moment.
Yeah, we're looking for him. I had eyes, we lost visual.
Move the camera.
Sam over 20, could they be in the kill house?
Possibly. I suggest you clear it just to be safe. Lost and known was in the elephant grass.
Alright, go back where you were
And move
originally,
the camera.
before you moved again.
Move the camera, John.
I am moving the camera. Where do you want me to move it?
Yeah, move it more. That, look.
I'm looking at where he was.
I'm looking. There's siren.
Maybe he's by the tree in the elephant. Yeah, take on a bit. I think he might be in there somewhere. It's the kill house itself. I mean, the shooting range.
You said he had a backpack, right?
Yeah.
It looked like he had one.
Okay.
CG, can you continue to please check the exits on thermals? We're gonna begin clearing the kill house.
Hey, firm, stay safe.
I haven't seen him run anywhere, and I've been looking.
Yeah, I've been looking around, around towards the shore and the exits. I haven't seen anything.
Alright, hey, can you
Are the
backpedal? Go
exit
back.
Anywhere?
Keep going back. Keep going back. My guess now is either he jumped off the island or he's went prone.
He goes prone, does it?
There's no.
You take corner, I'm take halt.
Yeah, be advised, there are spots that people can hide under in that one. There's a room that there's
User
basically looks like
left your
there's shelves.
channel.
Someone can go prone underneath those.
Hey, check out the back gate, possibly. open.
But it is okay.
But
That's-
no car.
well, that's
has
probably how he
gone
got
out of
in.
there. I've been watching.
Probably how he got in.
Yeah.
Do you want me to trace over that way so you can check the road?
I checked the road.
I don't see anything on the road.
SD vehicle just driving around, yeah, the, whatever the thing is. So, analyst, can you just watch that back gate for us? Unless he's not on freak.
That's definitely how I got in.
Do we have any idea what this guy's wearing?
Negative, we just saw him on thermals.
There's no way he would have gotten out of base yet. Because he's just in the
No.
grass.
Damn it, it
There's
sucks.
no way he just got out.
I had perfect eyes
no
on
way
him.
unless he
Then we
is
moved.
closer to the map.
Damn it. Damn it, Zane.
Slow down.
What we do is we check every vehicle that we have once we land with an MSRT or a computer.
So this is like a lull from like Rainbow Six Siege, the spotlight looking down there. These cars.
User left your channel.
Hold on.
There's someone standing at the front gate.
That's
Yeah,
possibly an
but it's
SD
SD.
member.
It looks like they have the SD hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's SD.
Kill house gonna be quick.
If
What the drug
it
is
is
that down there?
possible that he could have hopped off of island, which would be quite upsetting.
SD, on our way out, do a secondary sweep, just running through.
User disconnected from your
Check
channel.
behind boxes, make sure they're not hiding.
User joined your
He
channel.
also could have hopped into
Must
these
be the
apartments and hidden in
doors.
any one of these.
That's
We should
very
clear the rest.
true. Did you guys drop me? I could go search, but...
Taser.
With all the SD we have on the
Oh,
ground, it'd
taser,
probably
oh, but-
better serve being up here, but that's up to you.
SD, the next place I suggest you search is the barracks around the back of the base.
Western.
Just make sure that he's not in any one of those. There's a guy behind him.
10-4 CG, we're
What?
checking it now.
That's looks like an SD officer, yeah.
User joined
Oh,
your
the
channel.
box showed up. Okay. I saw the person there, and then the box appeared.
Paul, you good on that side on solo? We're on an awkward number here.
Hey, can you go down lower so I can look inside windows?
Copy that.
This is CG. I'm gonna go lowering altitude so I can look inside some of the windows for you guys.
I know if we wanted to strafe over the other side so you can catch these ones back here.
Oh, my lights are fucked off so we can't see shit. Charlie running. Listen.
Alright, we're gonna go one per room. If we take contact, obviously we know what's happening. We just have a lot of rooms.
Alright,
User
let's go to the
joined
other
your
apartments.
channel.
Elephant grass is not a good idea, now that I think of it.
It's nice.
Alright, can we get eyes on the side apartments?
The
Let's
oh
just let
yeah.
SD clear those.
Yeah.
I think our best bet right now is to go and play some 2 and just run through the reeds.
I heard someone talk in the middle building.
Whoa.
Which middle buildings? Which
The apartment building, middle apartment building.
That may have been Jack.
He kind of sounded British, so maybe.
Okay.
Because he's locked in my car.
Oh yeah, I hear let me out.
Watch out for
Watch
the
this
tree on
tree.
your tail.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Yep, I'm. Yeah.
Motels are going to be clear. Paul, is your status clear as well?
Still in the second building.
Alright, let's
10-4, I'm coming over to
let's
assist.
lift up from here, so in case all of our units are in one spot, make sure he's not sneaking off while we're all over here.
I've been kind of keeping an eye on behind us. Keeping my head out the side. See what I can find.
User
So even if you did go to
disconnected
sleep,
from
he
your
wakes back up. Oh no, if he wakes back up, he'll probably end up back
It
at his
won't
house,
matter.
right?
There's
Depends
not
on
Center
the-
20 is going to head up to the main gate and get the license plate off of the truck that's up there.
That license plate is of a CG member. I want you to check all of the license plates at the
User
solar
joined your
panels,
channel.
please.
William Charles.
We need to look for other vehicles, maybe.
Apartment's clear.
I'm not entirely convinced he came in with a vehicle.
I don't think he did.
I'm curious to know whose goose and helicopter this is over right next to our gate, though.
Yeah.
I think there's a way we can check those.
Yeah, the goose and helicopter over by our airfield gate, that's been there like for hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was just expecting to have some fun taking pop shots, and I think he totally forgot the fact that we have thermals.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're law enforcement and that he's on a military base.
Yeah, where we can literally shoot him from up here without saying anything to him.
There's some guys over on gate.
Yeah, it's Noah Lee. He's off
Very
the
sure.
Advise the back gate on the water side isn't currently open. Just one side of it is. I'm gonna patrol down the coast back here.
User joined your channel.
What road is that?
And I'll go ahead and come back to our original position so we can try to see back in this grass a little bit, overall the whole base.
Can you check this patch right, like almost directly below us? This little square here.
Samurai 20 is going to check the airfield. This is Samurai 20 to whoever is driving on the airfield. Be advised, this is still an active runway. Drive along the taxiways and
Hey,
not on the
guys.
runway.
Our boat boat launch spot. Why is there a car there in the water?
That convict's been there for a while.
Okay,
I'm gonna be
so I'm
pushing
sure.
the,
What about the other thing to the right side of it?
Yeah,
It's 2 boats. There's
Okay.
2 ribs, I believe.
alrighty.
Is
Naked.
that Noah
my
running
garages, my
towards
garages.
the
I don't know.
What, where?
That
right up
was
to our about 2 or 3 o'clock?
advised,
tow
people
truck
just got spawned
garages.
just drifted in near the hangars going towards the front gates. Do we know if that
Somebody-
is the Coast Guard member or not?
Should be Noah Lee. He said that he wanted to get his Peterbilt so he could tow vehicles. I'll
Hey,
check
Sam,
though.
okay. Thank you.
God damn it.
Why is he not on frequency?
I really want to just run through these fields, these elephant things.
Yeah, it is Noah, yes.
Because if he comes back anytime If he comes back anytime soon, he'll pop up back where he originally was. Until there's a
User
tsunami.
joined your channel.
Yeah, and there's supposed to be a tsunami sometime.
Well, I guess you got your wish, Mango. You said you wanted to see, you know, a bunch of stuff going on the base, and here we are.
That is not an unnatural occurrence.
Okay, I don't know.
Alright, I'm probably just gonna call it code 4.
That's about where I'm at right
You
now.
saw someone.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, we did get shot at 3 times. So.
Yeah, I saw. Not only did I
And then
see him,
once
I saw
we were
him.
even hovering over the base as well.
Yeah, I saw him in the elephant grass holding a gun. Then he lowered it. Like he still had it in his hand, but he lowered it. And we moved, and I lost visual. And when I put the camera back on him, he was gone.
Do you know what he was wearing when you saw him?
Nope.
He went back through
User in your channel timed out.
body cam footage with you?
No.
I think give it a shot.
I still think we should take a run through this elephant grass. See if we can just get perhaps.
Alright, I'm just gonna call it code 4. So they're not just wasting all their time here.
Yeah.
Alright, Dave 31 Edward's gonna be going 10-7 for a couple hours.
We have a red, what looks like a
So-
Mustang.
F-150 approaching gate.
F-150.
Stand by.
How the hell did I think that was a Mustang?
I don't know. I thought it was a Silverado.
Which gate? Front? Yeah.
Front gate, yeah.
Front gate. A little bit up to the right. He's on the other side of the wall.
Alright, do you guys want to go ahead and get back down on the ground?
That's gonna be
Yeah, can you?
Alrighty.
team member at the front gate in the Raptor.
Okay,
And
so
yeah, I know where he was, but I can look there because there's a fucking tree.
just land, and then we can do our own little runs.
Lubbock airspace speed wise, it's like 6046, putting wheels down at CG base.
Yeah, CGSD. We're just gonna call it code 4 for now. Appreciate the help.
Did anyone
User
first
entered
go
your
off?
channel.
Confirm it's been cleared twice.
User disconnected from your channel.
We'll do our own little sweep, I assume. If you wanna do that jump.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go full speed through the.
Because they're here, so.
I'm gonna go full speed through the elephant grass until I hear a thump.
Same.
Quick touchdown, make sure you lock the Jayhawk, and then we'll
Yep.
do our run. God.
Turn on my thermals real quick.
ST switching off for you.
Confirm, thanks for the help. On someone, on someone.
Hey, Jeff.
Okay. Jesus Christ, never mind, it's Nathan. Jesus.
Fucking Nathan.
Nathan who?
Nathan Black.
Oh my god. Gave me a fucking heart attack.
What? I'm holding your training. All is worth.
That wasn't the question.
NJ, what?
Why didn't SD pull me over on base and started searching me and checking for my ID and shit?
Because I shot
Nathan,
Guardian
you
1.
piece of shit.
Sorry.
Hate
Holding
you.
you for like the last 20 to 25 minutes. It's not gone to base wearing this.
It was you, and you were
Yeah.
taking pop shots at us.
to see how you guys would react.
Oh my god, you piece of shit.
Oh my lord.
User
Okay.
joined your channel.
Wait,
Oh, how scared
I
I
was
got
in
when
my
I
head.
bumped
What
into
the hell
you.
happened?
We called them the cavalry. Is how we reacted.
To see how you would react.
Did you,
The one that was firing at you.
no, I'm saying, did you, go to sleep?
No. There's an air flank.
He was behind the wall of this shooting range.
No. I was moving about. I was watching you guys from over there. That's when I sent you the first message to see if you have your GoPro on. Because I was going to take a port shot when you guys were all.
User left
Yeah.
your channel.
But
Yeah,
SD went all in through there, and they completely missed you back there.
They didn't go through the
I kept on
reeds.
moving.
Oh, they didn't.
They didn't go through the reeds.
Son of a bitch.
The apprentice is still looking with the taser up.
I'll go
Should
tell
we
him.
tell him?
Or
Should we?
My plan was I was going to try and tase you, John.
That would never been a good idea.
Swear to God, was it Nathan?
Yes.
Here.
You.
Nathan,
fucking
Nathan, I bumped
shit.
into you. My heart fucking spiked.
So wait, Nathan, did you stay on base the entire freaking time?
Yes. And the
Oh
elephant
my
grass moving from
God.
bit to bit. Our plan
God
was
damn
I was
it,
gonna
Nathan,
try
I
and
hate
get
you
the
so
same
much right
way.
now.
I was going to try and get out the same way I came in.
Did you get in? Like, which way did you walk in from?
He was like searching the apartments because I'm on comms. I was listening
Hey,
to what you guys
can
were
you
doing.
speak up a little
My
bit?
God.
Can't.
You're quiet. Okay.
So I'm gonna head off for now, right? But you know, if this was a real situation, the lost. you wouldn't have found it.
Nathan,
How you guys reacted was bang on. Well done.
Nathan,
Thank you.
Yes.
can you do my training? Oh shit.
Oh,
And I'm in my eyeballs now.
and he drops like a plank. I love it.
really? God damn it.
Make sure you fill out your report.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be fun video footage.
And I stole this.
User entered your channel.
So were you
Oh,
wearing a
shit.
backpack, or was that on your back the whole time?
It was on my bag the whole time.
Okay,
That's
that's
the
probably
gun
the
he
antenna
saw.
I heard. So,
No, this is the audio.
God damn it, Nathan.
Ready?
Wait, so I'm just gonna ask, is that all part of like a training exercise? or is
User
that
in your
just-
channel timed out.
Training. I wanted to see how you guys
Okay.
would
No.
react.
Nathan, it was you fucking about and then was like, oh, I can actually put this into a train.
yeah,
That's
Nathan,
what it was.
Actually, I had eyes on you the entire time, and then freaking Cora moved, and when
Lost
Cora
it.
moved, completely lost it. As soon as I went back to where you were gone. I'm like, motherfucker.
I kept on moving because, you know, if you stay in one position, you're going to get caught.
Well, what really screwed with us was, like, when we first took off, we heard the gunshot, but it sounded like it came from inside, so we kind of wrote it off
Yeah.
as a Matrix glitch. Because we looked, we
Yeah.
didn't see
Happened again.
anybody, and then we heard it again, and we came back, and we heard it again. I was like, okay, what the fuck's going on? And that's when
Yeah,
John
we were
saw
on the
you.
ocean.
SD is
Yeah.
in the gate.
Take a pot shot. You
I'll deal with it.
get there.
SCG?
Yeah, I turned back and I saw you by the apartments.
Are you
I
guys
saw you
good
go
at CG
prone.
base?
Yeah, what code for?
Yeah, I saw you go
Copy,
prone, and I
just
was like,
thought
oh,
I heard
yeah, we
previous
definitely do have a guy on
deployments.
base.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but that 110% sounded like it came from inside the Jayhawk, so we were just like, okay, that's weird.
Esther and frequency.
You guys have a wonderful night. I'm going to head off and I'm going to keep testing you guys. I want the base security to
No.
be much better.
Yeah.
Let's do it when Keegan's on. You'll give Keegan will have
Do
a
it
blast.
when there's more than essays on.
But you're the
Because
only
usually when
essay
this
on.
shit happens, it's only essays on, and we're just like, all we have are
Usually-
tasers. We can barely do anything. We can't even detain them.
Probably the best time to do it. I mean,
the
Well, we
wonderful
can't
night
even
then.
detain the guy, so it's like shit.
It's good practice.
It is, I know, but
Well,
Just
when we
tase
came
him
back
until
down,
he
Tase him.
when we came back down, we were planning on, we were just like, okay, we're gonna go touchdown, we're gonna go look ourselves, and then Jason ended up running into you.
User joined your channel.
where was
Lucky-
he?
You're
User
lucky I
joined your
didn't
channel.
shoot. My first instinct should have been to shoot, Nathan.
We probably should have.
Yeah, you should have. Like, see someone that's not in uniform, bang, taser.
Sorry?
Okay, I'm somewhat of a little bit cheating, right? I can see you guys on the map, right? I
Yeah.
can see where you guys were moving, and then I just saw you come.
So you're not only on our comms, you're also looking on the map.
Cheater.
Slightly
Cheater.
unfair.
Thing.
Well, it's partial treating, partial not, but
It's
in
like
the
going-
training perspective, it's actually that's actually proper.
He
That's
said
like
he
our-
needed to talk to you, Nathan.
It's like having our
Yes.
adversaries being the feds.
The SD officer he said he has to talk to you about some interview or application.
Hey, Black, are you personnel?
Elite
Yes, yes.
personnel.
Hmm.
Buddy.
He's waiting down there at the gate.
I cannot be. I'm heading off.
That's what you get for tasing me.
You too. You guys have a wonderful night.
User left your channel.
Some rescue thing's gonna happen. I don't know how it's up to Zane, but or I can definitely do it for you guys. I can set up the things and
Training?
yeah, your search and rescue thing that Zane's tried to.
Yeah, we were planning on doing that when I woke up. Then there's a goose out in the water that we were going to investigate, and that's when you started shooting at us.
Yes. Which reminds me, I need to go get that goose back to the.
It's out of fuel. You won't be able to do it.
I have
What?
an ore.
See when you came onto base.
I'll get it back to land.
Yeah, when I came on, we were
User
like,
joined your channel.
Watching you guys in the reads.
User left your channel.
Oh, hey Jeff.
Hello, Nathan.
Hi.
How are you?
Doing good.
Awesome.
Excited about a swim I'm about to take.
What?
Like I can't use a boat.
I can.
Okay, I'm gonna go fix my landing. This is bugging the shit out of me.
Wanna take me out to the Groven so I can get it back?
Yeah, sure.
You. It's triggering me. I'm like, I just want to get back to fucking land because it's been sitting out there.
Wait, are we headed back up?
No, I'm just gonna fix my landing because it's bugging the shit out of me.
Okay. Okay.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
If I'm gonna be a chief warrant officer, I've got to do better than that. I'm trying to get used to landing it in one go. Right now, it's more like I land it and then I pick it up and position it better.
It's the exact same thing I do, so don't worry.
Well, it's like for some reason this helicopter compared to other helicopters, I feel like it's way further up than it really is. Like when I first flew this thing, I landed it halfway off the helipad because I thought I was right over the H. Turns out I was not right over the H. 7-1, can anyone confirm those gunshots are coming from base?
Yeah, it's 5-2. No, sorry, 5-3. Then.
Copy, thank you.
Fucking Nathan.
I figured it was him, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, alrighty.
Signing off for tonight. Stay safe.
Copy that, have a good night.
Have a nice one. Shark 1 leaving base towards the abandoned goose.
I could have given them a ride, but that's alright. Yeah, so I'd like to get this training going. I don't really want to call it training because it's not like you guys don't know what you're doing. I more so practice because at this point, with a populace of a whole whopping 35 civilians on the island, I don't think we're going to be doing a whole lot tonight.
One thing I want to do, which may result in my death, that I need to practice.
Oh?
Exactly.
What's that?
The maneuver that Nathan showed me about 2 or 3 days ago.
What maneuver?
I need to try practice. He He goes out to sea, and then he goes all the way down to like 20 or between 20 and 50 meters at a high speed. Goes towards land, does a pull around, like starts turning around, so he can slow down, and then he just
User
lands.
left your channel.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I know how to do it. I just to practice it. And
I've
just
never
get good at it.
never done it in the Jayhawk before, but I know I can do it in the Orca. Maybe not necessarily at 20 or 50 meters, but yeah, the hard bank and slow down and then just put it down. I can do that.
Shark 1 RTB.
It's a lot more nerve-wracking to do it with a, full crew in the Jayhawk. The Jayhawk's fairly nimble, but not quite that much.
Yeah.
Nathan, you're a dork.
Alright, I will be right back.
Just where should I put it?
Maybe like South Beach. Just get it up there and put it there.
What we should really do is we should get a god to impound it and just fuck someone's day up.
That's rude.
Yes, please.
If anything, we could always just grab the fuel truck and refuel this thing and just fly around.
I'm just gonna ask Fed to come here. Won't the plane disappear forever though?
No, it'll go into the impound where they can then take it out.
Oh, because if you impound...
That's not how it works with the planes, guys.
Alright, okay, well then.
If you impound boats, they disappear forever.
User left
My
your channel.
boat is in impound, so I don't know how true that is.
Oh, I just got told that boats disappear forever, like the RBMs.
No, I don't know. Whatever, do whatever you want with it, I don't mind.
Alrighty, I just went ahead and called for a fuel truck since we don't have one. The island is so dead right now.
I feel like I need to go to sleep.
And go to sleep?
Oh, but we should go and overwatch that, shouldn't we? Oh,
User left your channel.
Overwatch what?
Found drug dealer.
Yeah.
You guys want your own field truck, or do you not know that there's one on the airfield?
No, yeah, there's one on the airfield, but usually when we come back and we need to refuel, we're getting ready to go back out to the situation again, so it's just easier. Usually they put it right over there by our vendor.
Got it.
User joined your
Should I
channel.
just call him and hope he doesn't know?
I'm
gonna call him.
So he doesn't know my number.
He won't know mine as well. I'm like unknown.
User entered your channel.
Thank you very much, sir.
You want me to park it anywhere specific, or is right here fine?
Right here's fine. I can move it. Obviously, the island's not too busy at the moment, so we're kind of.
Okay.
Fed.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah,
Fed.
thank you.
Mr. Guy,
Yes.
can you do something for me before you know,
User in
vanish?
your channel timed out.
That plane.
Oh yeah, you were the other call.
Just an abandoned civilian plane.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me? I don't know if... I don't think I can hear you. I can't hear you.
User was
Okay,
moved to
well,
your channel.
Can I get the dank codes? I need to sell some stuff. And if not sell, that's shh. Nobody else knows, okay?
It's 5-2 back in my head.
Copy that 5-2.
CG to FIFR.
I believe you're on the wrong frequency.
Is there any EMS available?
Never mind.
Coast Guard base. 10-4, thank you.
1-7 to Jeff, boss.
We've got an EMS on the way.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say you might want to move the RBM.
Wait, did you change your name?
What?
Oh wait,
No.
fucking shit.
Zane,
That's so brain fucked. Because I thought you were talking to me and I just saw
What's up?
your name is
just
Nathan Rogers.
just in case you want to know, I may get reported for by the civilian for saying I have to sell some stuff. But I have the codes for you.
Very nice.
User joined your channel.
Those are the believed codes, at least. It's the drug dealer that appears randomly.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Not hurt at all.
So
You
if
can
you want to go
cancel
check that
EMS.
out, check
That's
that
up
out.
by
I am
what,
going to go to
vehicle
sleep.
factory? Yeah.
Yeah, about there.
Can you
Alright.
confirm that?
North
Alrighty.
or west, sorry, of vehicle
Confirm the
factory.
Yeah.
cancellation?
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes.
I will get some people together.
Yeah, I am going to go to sleep because I'm tired as fuck and it's 3 AM and I don't want to fuck my life. Okay, goodbye.
Alrighty. Have a good night, Jason.
3-1's gonna be signing off for the night.
Roger that.
7152.
Send to 7-1.
We have coordinates to, or supposed coordinates to where the red box is at. Would you like to take a port security unit? It's up by weapons factory.
Roger. You just let you know I am not for security though.
Right. Yeah, you're MSRT. Are you allowed to take that vehicle off base or no?
To respond to MSRT calls.
Understood. Okay.
Just kidding.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
You were fucking hauling ass right into the tree, dude. How did you survive?
I'm trained to do this.
Oh, of course, fuck you.
Professional stunt driver.
It's true. I am trained to destroy all aircraft. Even before it was CG.
Damn, I want to join aviation.
Have you put in your transfer request?
It already got accepted, I just have to wait for the thing to open. Transfers.
I see.
I really hope I can. Wait, you have to be seaman to be able to put in a transfer request, right?
Yes.
I just sent
I
in
get seaman
the,
before that happens.
I sent Keegan the images of the Huey flight.
And FAA's at our airport gate. Let's see what he wants. Come back, you shit! God damn it!
Damn prank call.
It's just a prank, bro.
Where all you guys run into?
There's an FAA vehicle that was sitting at the passageway between airfield and CG. Now he's code 3 going. Looks like
he's. It might be a rogue chopper right now, actually.
I'm gonna guess by that crazy maneuvering he's doing.
It was a pretty cool maneuver, but yeah.
I really wish I'd give FAA faction radio.
They have access to it, they just choose not to use it because they can't talk to aircraft on it.
I see. Well, it'd be nice for them to have it in case they need to get a hold of us.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay, that Bell is doing a backflip and he's about to crash. He's somehow pulled out of it.
Someone saying, CG, please get on frequency, please.
Yeah, what frequency?
What frequency?
Yes, flying frequency.
Okay, I'll go back to the Jayhawk and try and get on that frequency.
My guess is that he's gonna call and bitch about the helicopter.
Yeah, and by the way, I already know the call sign of the helicopter. It's Alpha Bravo Cheesecake. I heard it when I was in the Goose.
Oh, he's gonna be close to the ground now. Wish I had rifle training now. Hey Noah.
Non-verbal warning. You do that again, you will be shot down.
Mr. Lee?
If I do what again? Backflip? Why the fuck does that warrant me getting shot down, dude?
Lubbock Tower, this is Charlie Golf 6046. Is this the frequency you're referring to?
Shit, you gonna answer my question or not? I'll come do it again if you want, wanker.
Go for CG.
We had a.
Why does doing a backflip warrant getting shot down, you fucking unintelligent wanker? Too dumb to talk. Sorry to hear that.
Repeat last. 3 times. A luxury bow flew over the ocean, did backflips 3 times, and now he came back recently. Just keep an eye out for a luxury bow.
Pilot's name is Brandon Freeman, by the way. Or at least that's someone inside the helicopter, because we tweeted out to them telling them to stop, and he responded.
Copy. There's one that was just doing backflips along the airfield as well and above our base, so.
Yep, that's Brandon Freeman. He just confirmed it right there on Twitter.
This is 7-1 in Guardian 1. Do we have anybody on base who's currently AST trained?
Isn't John Lancer trained in that?
Negative.
Can we just pistols? Last resort.
I'm just gonna ask you a good question. Is it possible to be trained as a pilot and
Marshals off
at the same time, or?
Yes, it is.
What did you ask?
I am rifle trained, but I know there's no other pilots on right now.
I know. I can fly, but I know I'm not.
The FAA saying that they want him down?
I could talk to them, but he was chasing him earlier, so.
This is 7-1. I was on the FAA frequency, and they have already requested multiple times at the threat of being shot down to land the aircraft, and he's doing nothing but giving them lip about it.
100% honest here. I'm so happy I'm not in FAA anymore because I don't have to deal with this. I just get to be a part of the group that takes them down.
Twitter.
It's so nice.
Or what do we do?
Well, Mr. Kane, I'm sure as you saw I'm sure you saw on the government website, is now in FAA, but he is waiting on whitelisting and training, even though he was on the tower and was doing a wonderful job, if I might add. Jeff Kane, remember the government website, the whole your rant about aviation roleplay?
Yes, yeah, is that yeah, that's the guy that was like.
That is my father. Yes, on the mainland.
What he would do if he was director.
It wasn't about what he would do if he was director. It was kind of showcasing his real life experience and saying, you know, he wants to help, and now he is in FAA now.
Yes, that's the guy I want to be director. I want him.
I agree, but it's not as easy as just coming in and saying, "Hi, make me director."
It could be. You see, it could be, but no, they put 2 idiots in the command. I'm sorry.
Well, basically, I've instructed him to lay low, try to gain ranks, and once you get up to a command kind of position, then you can try to actually start modifying SOPs, and if you catch notice by the executives, they will probably just put you in the position.
En route.
Yeah.
but he can't obviously just go in there and
Honestly-
be like, all right, you're gonna give me director, that's it.
Well, what he could do
Contact SD.
is he could make his own SOPs,
You want to do it?
show them to the people, not the people, but show them to the people in charge of the people in charge of FAA, and just kind of sneak around that way. Because if he shows this is my plan for FAA, because it's obviously it's like they don't have a plan. Give them showcase a plan. It's like, this is my documentation. You can't use it unless you let me be director and shit. But like, he could easily get in just by showing off a bunch of paperwork that's really flashy and nice.
Do you really think so?
I mean, hell,
because I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how lenient.
Zane, I'm gonna
or
be
how...
honest. If I flashed the paperwork that we took away, they would probably be like, by all means. But at this point, only because it's been so stupid these past 3 weeks. That is the only reason why they would do that. Because they've realized their mistake. But whatever.
Right. And I mean, I don't know a whole lot about FAA or how it runs or anything. I've pretty much advised him to be tactful and try to do it the right way, because he is also new to the island. Although he's watched my GoPro and such and is aware of how things work, still, like, I had to remind him how to eat a burger. So there's that.
That's okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, actually doing it versus watching it, it's completely different.
Well, I mean, he has mainland experience with air traffic control. He was a, private pilot, everything. So, he was in the tower doing ATC, and he was doing a great job. He just has to be noticed. Somebody has to notice him and say, "Holy shit, he knows what he's doing." And until that point, I think he's going to sit where he is. But I will mention to him that maybe if he did, just go ahead and write up his framework and sent it to the executives and said, "Here, this is what I have planned. Do with that information what you will." Maybe they would just say, "Okay, you're a director now," or at least sub-director, because there is an open sub-director slot.
When you do say that to them, you need to strongly point out, you need to add that he needs to add in there. If he shows them the documents, they cannot use the documents. Can't just take the documents and claim them as theirs.
What I will do is I will just send him this GoPro, so he will hear it in your words.
Go for it. You can even have him talk to me. I'll gladly talk to him.
I will give you his number. He probably won't answer until he knows who you are. But
that's literally, you can just tell him I'm the previous sub-director of the FAA. I'll gladly talk to him.
He's aware of who you are because he was on the government website and on that post.
Yeah.
If you have a pen and paper, or you can put it into your contacts, I'll give it to you whenever you're ready.
I do have a pen and paper. Go for it.
464-2089. Jeff Kane.
Alrighty.
He's becoming increasingly frustrated with the fact that he has not been whitelisted yet. Also, he has not been formally trained, although he's heard enough and knows enough how it works outside of the island that he has been able to do well. I would really like to see him turn around FAA, because I know he's capable of doing it and he has the time to do it right now. Because my little brother's on the mainland, he was doing a coach thing for their ASO soccer team, but now it's off season, so he's got all the time in the world.
Nice. Well, good. I hope he does. I hope he's able to get in there, turn it around, get that thing, the actual respect that it needs to have from the people of the island.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that respect it, but it's mostly law enforcement because,
Antonio, you on Freak?
This is one thing I pointed out one time in my rant, and it's just, it's the truth. It's the flat truth. The reason why people, there was so much complaint about FAA is because when we were there, active, in the tower, which was really often, until, life started hitting and shit, but, when we were there active, we wouldn't let anybody get away with anything. Like, if you're not following regulations, you're fucked. And because we watch that radar because it's what we do. It's our job. It's our freaking job, and we're doing it. We did it well, and that's why a lot of people complained. And then the second, this is the funny thing, because I talked to people when we had the FBI helping us with ATC. When the clearance got stupidly put back in all that cancer. Think that's fixed, but the one comment that I got from them, whenever I wasn't there, because I was the most active person at the time, whenever I was not awake on the island, everyone was like, "Ooh, let's fly, let's fly. There's no FAA. Let's just go fly, you know? Like where the heck's FAA? I want to fly." The second I get on the island, no one, not a single person wants to fly. I would tweet out for 5 hours straight, "Does anyone want to fly?" No one. And the second I get off, the second I go to sleep, I get a message going, "Hey, get online, I want to fly." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I've been online for the last 5 fucking hours asking if anyone wanted to fly. I've been sitting at that gate. What the hell? Where were you?
Right. I mean, well, so
Yeah,
say, for example, earlier, I pulled my helicopter out of the garage, or out of the hangar, and I went on tower, because I already know there's no fucking ground on ever.
Well, the ground frequency actually isn't even public anymore, so there is no ground frequency. It's not in their public SOPs.
Oh.
There's only one frequency, it's 126.
Well, I went to 126, and I was like, you know, Lubbock Tower, this is Charlie Golf 6046, requesting takeoff from CG base, moving to helipads, and they just said 10-4. Like, no, that's not how this works. It's Lubbock Tower, this is Charlie Golf 6046, requesting takeoff from CG base, moving to helipads, and then they respond with
Charlie Golf 6006, you are clear to taxi via 25 down to CG helipads.
Right, something to the effect of Charlie Golf 6046, this is Lubbock Tower, you are cleared to take off at CG base to move to helipads. You repeat back what you just heard, so that it's confirmed 2 ways that we all know what's going on, what's happening, and, you know, they know that, okay, I will be airborne at CG base, so do not send anybody taking off of 25, because I am going to be in the air right after 25. But no, there's like 10-4, you're good. Half the time they're not even in the fucking tower.
Oh yeah.
They're just like dicking around over at Weapons Factory or something. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm still.
See, if it wasn't for the fact of how I was removed, or the fact I still don't know why I was actually removed, I've heard so many different rumors, and I'm just like, that's really stupid. But I'm just like, I would go back if it wasn't for the fact of how I was removed. I was removed. This is how I was removed. I wasn't even available to talk to people. I found out from Sterling because we got a message on the on the.
Hang on 1 second. I just heard my name.
Go.
Advise, I'm gonna be coming in base naked because all my stuff got appeared off.
This is 7-1. Repeat last for Zane Cora.
I guess not.
Did I not just hear my name on frequency?
Nobody said Jenny.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know.
I swear to God, somebody said something Zane Cora.
I heard it too, and like, you're good.
I'm gonna go up to the front gate.
Yeah, you're good. I'm just trying to remember what I was saying entirely.
I would go up to the situation, but SD's got it now, so.
Yeah. Let's see. It was. Oh yeah. If it wasn't for how I was removed, I would definitely try and go back. Like, I look at it and I'm just like, I see a broken organization and I just want to fix it.
Yeah, that faction is
fucked.
fucked.
But I don't want to get hurt again.
So why did it get wiped in the first place? Like, what the fuck happened? What led up to that?
Oh, right. This is what I was talking about, Zane. So this is how I got removed. I got a message on the site from Maximilian and the Chiefs Commission. Next time you're on TeamSpeak, please talk to Chief Plus. I never got to do that because Sterling did it before I was able to even get on because I was, unavailable. I was in the middle of literally moving and did not have access to a computer to connect to that app. And then when I did connect, well, Sterling had already told me that we were fired, and so when I did connect, I saw
the guy you have custody?
No. Sterling hadn't connected yet, but he was just like, you got that message, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I think we got fired. It's like, probably. I got on the TeamSpeak server, and I saw that I did not have a sub-director tag, and I just had an FAA tag next to me, and I just immediately went to support and said, I want this tag removed.
Brandon Freeman.
You might want to transfer him quick, because
Right, yeah, if they're gonna go and, you know,
so you might want to transfer
if they're gonna go and
quick.
demote you from sub-director and just, you know, leave you in FAA, like, no, if you're just gonna demote me,
No.
just remove me.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't, it is literally,
User left
I have
your
found
channel.
This, it is impossible with that faction because of, I literally controlled the entire fucking airport alone. That's hell. It's fun, but it is so hard to do. It's hard. It just is. It's impossible to go from that level of control to, oh no, that's not your job anymore. All you can do is ATC. All you can do is ground crew. All you can do is train people to fly. No, fuck that. I kind of stopped training people, to be honest, because I had to focus on running the fucking airfield so that people could either train people or fly.
Well, yeah, because up until recently, there was no way to fly unless you got clearance.
Yeah.
You just sit there. And they changed that, and now it's like, oh, well, we don't need a clearance, we can just fly. It's like, no, you need to check and see if there's FAA on.
Yeah. And I'm like, and we made a lot of changes, you know, that the chiefs were like, yeah, like, make these changes. Like, oh, yeah, we can do that. It's reasonable. Fuck it. So, you know, we did the civilians, well, we proposed the civilian CFIs to them, and they were like, shit, that's awesome. You know, we couldn't get enough people because, you know, shit, life happened. Like, one fucking hurricane,
User left your
I
channel.
moved, and I also had to get my gallbladder removed, so I was out for about 2 weeks until I could confidently actually, like, do ATC work again.
And a lot happens in
So
2 weeks on this island.
Well, yeah, I know. And I'm like, I was actually sitting in TeamSpeak the entire time I was in that hospital. I sat in my office, available for people to talk to if they wanted to. I was there. No one ever wanted to talk to me. Not a single person. Not even a chief. And I'm like, really, guys? It's life. It's sad. It sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, just judging by the way that you're, like, so say this, hypothetically. If Mr. Kane were able to become director, sub-director, whatever, and wanted to hire you back, are you allowed to do that? To join FAA again?
I mean, I could. I mean, no one has told me I can't be a part of that faction. I mean, they've kept James McIntosh in fucking sets of power 5 different times, and he's failed every single fucking time. I mean, if they let him do that, I don't see why they wouldn't let me go back. Yeah. But
this team, just
honestly,
judging by your maturity level and everything else. But with that being said, if it ever does come to a point where he's able to kind of lead FAA, he's going to want people like you who know what the fuck they're doing, and they're in short supply on this island, it seems like.
So,
because honestly, FAA is boring if you don't like that kind of thing.
This is where I'm at on this. I don't know, because this is what has happened for the 2 months I have not been in FAA. One, it was hell for a month. I wasn't here. I watched them be stupid. Apparently now, this is something me and Sterling fought for 5 months.
Yeah,
to try and allow us
because,
CCPs.
Yeah, this did happen on mainland.
They wouldn't let us. And now all of a sudden, oh yeah, no, they can carry CCPs. They can use them too. And I'm like, what? Hell no. If anything, I'd get them tasers. Fuck pistols. I want tasers on those people. No. Do not give them pistols. They do not need a pistol. They need a taser if they're ground crew.
User disconnected from your channel.
Pistol? No, that's a lethal weapon. You're shooting it at a fucking fuel tank, an aircraft. No. I don't know. There's a bunch of changes that's happened, and I don't know what they all are because I don't keep myself up to date with it anymore. I don't know what their power is anymore because our power was limited like CG's, but it's just. Like, now it's like, oh yeah, here, you can have all the power you want. And I'm like, so you kick the old command out that you wouldn't give any power to, and then you put in a new command, and you just let them do whatever the fuck they want. That's the problem I'm at, is that that's what happened, and I'm like, it's a slap in the face. And...
Right. I completely understand that.
The only reason why I would ever go back, I would go back on a temporary job. I would not be permanent. I want to stay in CG.
Well, yeah.
This is where I want to be. I would gladly go back if I would be allowed back in, same rank, everything. Regardless, it's like that's the only reason why I would go back. I know I will say this 100%. I will not make a single SOP for the FAA. I will not make a single SOP for the FAA if I ever get hired back in or offered a job back in. That's one thing I won't do.
Right. I mean, and that's understandable after all the wasted effort you put through.
Shit under control.
But I get the feeling.
I will gladly do that.
I get the feeling if he were to be in a position to do so, he would probably use a lot of your SOPs because it sounds like he was agreeing with more what you were doing than what's going on now.
Yeah. All I would do is I would at least guide him on helping him make SOPs.
Right, and it's like he has the real world mainland experience, but you have to translate that into this island. This island is different. So you can't make everything by the book how it would be 110% at LaGuardia.
Well,
you
what
know.
you're doing is you're writing your own book. And when you already have the experience, that's when it becomes fun and easier. And you can do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's unlikely that you'll be a sub-director level as a temporary basis or as like a part-time basis. I mean, not necessarily because...
I'd call myself like a director's assistant, if anything, not even sub-director.
Right.
I'd just be like, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm here to get this shit under control.
But I mean,
that's all I'm here for. Once
yeah.
it's under control, I'm gone.
And I think he would be completely appreciative of that.
Command is in line and all that. I don't. The command that they have now, the director, sub-director, head ATC, head CFI, head ground, they are a group of friends that are the only reason why there's the head ground, head CFI, and head ATC is where they are is because they're friends with the directors.
You know what?
I happen to know this.
The fucking head of ground showed up right fucking there.
Fucking started on him, dude.
He fucking showed up right the fuck there in a goddamn yacht and gave us all kinds of shit because we pulled our.
I was there.
You were there. Oh yeah, you were there. That's right.
Yes.
Dude, I was so fucking heated right then.
I know. Dude,
I almost said something that would have gotten me in trouble, but I didn't.
I had to walk away and cry because of how sad I was at what the factions turned into.
Well, and then after that...
That is the level of deep care I have. That is the level I am at, is I will cry because of how sad it is. That's sad.
This is 7-1. Is that you 5-2 approaching main gate?
Stay firm.
Copy that.
Yep, +1. I'll open it. Yeah, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about it because I'm just like, it's just gonna... Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
It's frustrating because I really want that faction to be good.
It's a troublesome topic for me. It's a topic. That's basically what it is. If you want to talk to me for like 5 hours, I will.
He's code 2, so I guess you can just open it.
Okay.
Generally, if it's a marked vehicle and it's code 2.
He's driving really slowly though.
Yeah, he is.
Went with him.
7152. Who's the naked in your passenger seat?
W2.
Copy.
I know. You drive really slowly.
I thought your wheel was broken or something. I was like, what is he going so slow for?
I don't know. I know.
It just occurred to me I'm not clocked in.
You haven't been clocked in the whole time?
Nope.
Go clock in! Wait, where? Here or park time?
Either.
Go clock the fuck in.
Luckily my GoPro has a timestamp in the upper right of the stream, so it actually shows when I was on, when I wasn't. So it's like Jesus.
Wait, Suzanne, actually, I have a good question. Do you have 2 monitors?
Negative.
Okay, never mind then.
I don't have room for 2 monitors.
Oh. Get 2, they're worth it.
I used to have 2. I just don't anymore. I miss it. I have 2 monitors at work, and it's like the best thing ever.
Dude, I have 2. I need a 3rd.
I've never had 3 monitors, but I've had 2 before.
I need a 3rd.
It was really just mostly useful because like I used to do DJing on the radio stations and such. So I'd have my broadcaster window and such in one window, and then I have the game in the other window, so that I could tab between the two, and I could actually, you know, see how much longer I had left in the song before I had to talk and such, without leaving the game and coming back in. Because I was playing a lot of Second Life at that time, and that's mainly where I did DJing.
Oh, you play Second Life?
I don't anymore, but I used to do it way too fucking much for my own good. I've had accounts on Second Life since 2006.
And he's decided to stop.
Since 2006.
Damn, son.
Oh my god.
Damn,
because
son.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's okay.
No, I spent years of my life on that game. Like when I was younger, like probably shit. At one point when I was really young, and then one point when I was a little bit older. But I mean, all before I was 18, I spent a lot of time on that game.
You know, you want to know what game I wish actually tracked your hours?
What?
Minecraft.
No, thank you. I've ran multiple Minecraft servers and hosted
thousands of hours I have on Minecraft.
See, I don't really play Minecraft anymore, but I love like hosting servers and such, and I love doing the back end and configuring the plugins and building the server, and then watching all these people get on and play. And I love the administrative side of it, but I don't care for vanilla Minecraft anymore. Occasionally I'll play like Tekkit or something, because I like the technology.
Dude, I can't play vanilla anymore. Fuck that shit. No. Mod it all day long. Especially the new packs. I love. There's a mod called Astral Sorcery. It actually gives you a reason to not sleep through the night. For once, I actually love that. It's like you know, I'm playing with someone else and he sleeps through the night. I'm like, no. He's like, what? I needed the night. Shit, I'm sorry, dude. I'm like, I have to wait 10 minutes.
Yeah. See, like, I cannot play vanilla Minecraft. I just get so damn bored.
No.
But, I mean, I've had 3 or 4 iterations of Minecraft servers that I've ran with friends of mine, and some were more successful than others, but at one point I think the most successful we had, what was it, 15 or 20 people who got on like the regular basis, but not like usually all at once, but, you know. And that was one time, and that was one try out of like 4, but the market for Minecraft servers is just so overpopulated at this point that trying to get your name out there and stand out from the crowd is so hard.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we had pretty damn good servers. Like, our spawn was well thought out, and we had, you know, a creative server, or a world, and we had a survival world and a factions world. You know, we put in the effort to put, you know, mini games and plugins and different things to make people, you know, entertained, but it's just advertising for a Minecraft server when there was so many is just so damn hard.
I know. See, what I did is I would run you know, mod packs that people, you know, can't really find too often, and that's what I do. Or I would look for ones that, you know, do that, and I would join them. Sorry, my sister is texting me. I don't know why she's texting me when I'm all the way out here. I'm like, I can't help you.
Yeah. I've had this itch to play Tekkit or something here recently. Usually what I've done actually more recently is I've done LAN servers with my girlfriend and done like our own custom mod packs. We'll just add in like Andromeda's ships is one that you don't find in like anything. I love that mod because you can actually make like blimps and boats and such. So you can actually fly around and
I know that one. I never got to try that one yet.
I've had a couple, 3 different LAN servers with it, and it's just so great. Also, Morph is good, but Morph is just too easy. Because the first thing I do on a Morph server is go kill a bat.
Morph got discontinued. It's just got too overpowered.
Did it?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Jeff, I was about to fucking say that, damn it. How many times do I have to tell you? Your name is Jeff. Not my name is Jeff. Your name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, what'd you do?
What'd you do?
I tased a guy outside the airport.
Did you say taser, taser, taser?
I did.
What
Was
happened?
it warranted?
He kept running. He was the one who was in the helicopter.
Well
Did you warn
how are
him?
you in trouble?
I warned him, and then he ran, got into an ambulance, and escaped to the clinic. And then SD picked me up, and we went there together.
Then why are you in trouble?
So I tased him.
Yeah, like how are you in trouble?
Because
it was outside of our jurisdiction.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. Who are you in trouble with? Someone higher ranked than you, or SD?
I don't know if I am, but John Lancer said that I shouldn't be in trouble, but he has some things he's gonna tell me about it that I did wrong.
I don't think
Honestly,
you'll be in too much trouble because you were assisting SD at the time.
And to be fair, it began in our jurisdiction, then it transferred over to their jurisdiction, and that's what's really stupid.
Honestly,
it's like, we can't get involved with that stuff.
Honestly, I don't know exactly how to arrest someone. I mean, no one ever told me anything about it.
Yeah, and you probably won't know how to book people until you're port security, if you go port security, but I know you're going aviation. Because generally port security is the one who transports and does the actual arrests.
I know, because I didn't tell him anything. I mean, John got mad at me because I didn't get EMS for him when he got tased.
Getting tased doesn't injure you, does it?
No, it just puts
I
stress
didn't.
in my knowledge that you can pull it yourself.
Yeah, you can pull them out yourself. He was just mad. I mean, it was Brandon Freeman. So, yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, the funny thing is, you know how that maneuver when he took off in the helicopter and like sideswiped to the right hardcore?
Yeah.
The comedy was earlier, I was flying around in a helicopter and I was bored as fuck, and I'm like, is anyone else out there? And it was just me. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking sideswipe on the airfield all day long. And it was great for like 10 minutes. It was hilarious going up and down the freaking runways. It was like just sideways. It was beautiful.
I mean, it was pretty nice, all things considered. It's just that's not something that you generally want to do over the airfield, especially when you're not being.
I mean, if there's other traffic,
cautious.
no. But I mean, like, you know, with permission, it's like, hey, I want to have some fun, do a little show.
I'm surprised Brandon didn't kill me.
Yeah.
Because he had a pistol with 9 30-round mags on him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm really surprised he didn't kill me.
Why do you drive so slowly?
I mean, I had my pistol up, so I couldn't really stop him, and he kept running. And then, you know, you run really slowly with pistols, and I tried to switch to taser, and he just got away.
So the logical side of me says I should get a air patrol going. But
do it.
I think right now with the population on the island, there's not much going on, but I would like to find that pirate ship as soon as day comes.
Yes. I hate flying at night regardless.
I don't mind flying at night. It's just I'd rather be looking for the pirate ship in the daytime.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like I just don't like flying this dark of night. I don't like. Bright nights, I love those. Those are fun.
Good morning. Have you looked at the
Good morning, Silverton.
the brain build?
Hope you all doing well.
Look at it now.
Yeah. Basically, I pretty much put everything in Slack that I needed to add to that. That should be good to go. If you wanted to save some money, you could. That power supply is overkill, admittedly, but it's better to have more power available than just enough. But if you wanted to, you can put that power supply down to like a 450 or 500 watt power supply, and then put that money you save into a different case. If you want a different case, personally, the case that I put on your list is the full ATX version of the case that I have, and mine's black, and the one I put on yours is white. I have the micro ATX, or mini ATX board because I have a smaller motherboard. But I like the case. It is considered a budget case, but the way it's built, the construction, and the fans and stuff.
And the internal.
You don't need the solid state drive. No, I don't have a solid state drive right now.
Get the solid state, it's better. The solid state is so much
I
better.
agree.
Than the freaking.
But the only
it's
reason
faster.
the only reason I put that solid state drive in there is because you said that you had the budget for it. Otherwise, that solid-state drive is not necessary. I mean, it's not absolutely needed. It is faster. It has a lot better read-write times. Your loading screens will be next to non-existent.
I all my games on my solid-state drive.
Yeah, you'll be able to.
It is full. It's almost full.
You'll be able to boot your computer in about 3 seconds flat, but it's not absolutely necessary. You can get that later down the line.
Yeah, I actually need to do that whole booting off the solid state.
Do you think that can
I'd
be
have the
like, the last thing I need?
Yeah. I mean, that solid state drive is not necessary. You gave me that price range, and I said, okay, we can probably afford a solid state drive in this case.
Yeah,
or you can also look at other solid state drives and get just one that's just big enough for your operating system, and that'll make your computer run better, but you won't be able to put any games on it.
This weekend I'll buy this. I'm gonna not today. I'm gonna buy the i7, and then I'll also buy the memory. I'll buy that and the GTX 60.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I creamed myself when I read that 1060 6GB WindForce OC edition. Oh, that graphics card is really nice.
Is this computer better than yours? I know.
Oh, dude, that computer is fucking way better than mine. That's an i7 7700K with a motherboard that supports overclocking and a 1060 6GB WindForce OC. Yeah, it's better than mine.
God.
I have
mine, I think.
I have a Ryzen 3 1200 overclocked to 3.9.
690K, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 3 terabytes of storage.
Better than his, I know. Zane.
Yeah. But
I mean, yeah,
I
probably.
am planning on upgrading. I have an interview tomorrow, so hopefully I get the job.
Right.
I'll get some money, and I'll be getting a very, very expensive PC.
Yeah.
Not building one again. It was fun.
That video card and that Intel iCore, and I probably also buy like the thermal compound. What the heck is that actually?
Oh, thermal compound is what goes between your processor and your motherboard?
No, it goes between your processor and your CPU fan.
CPU fan, that's right. And it basically just makes it so it doesn't burn up. I actually had to replace mine.
What the thermal compound does is it makes it so it's not direct heat. It'll make sure that heat gets dispersed evenly before it hits your fan. Shit, what is it called?
It makes your computer actually work. If you don't have it, it will fry your computer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of fan you have on there if you don't have the thermal compound, because the thermal compound makes sure that all that heat from your CPU gets distributed evenly across your CPU fans.
What's this fan hub system? What the heck is that?
Okay, the fan hub system you may or may not need. I needed it because my motherboard only has one. Well, actually, no, it has a CPU fan connector and it has a case fan connector. That case comes with 2 fans, and I got a 3rd fan for exhaust in the back. So I had to get the hub so that I could plug all 3 fans in there because they wouldn't reach.
You might be able to use your computer's current thing and just use that instead, actually. Yeah, whatever you're currently using, as long as it's on a laptop, I mean, you could use that as your base. Oh, it is a laptop? Never mind then. You have to have Windows.
It's not a laptop. It's not a laptop. It's desktop.
Then you might be able to just move your drive over to your new computer.
Yeah.
That's completely possible. And then on top of that, you'd have
when I'm doing all this, bro, I'm gonna be clueless when I'm trying to put this thing together.
YouTube. There's so many videos.
I want to ask what state you are, because the odd chance of someone else actually being near me, that would be awesome.
Where do you live?
But do you Kansas?
I live in New York.
And I live in Ohio.
I mean, I can help you.
I used to live in Missouri. Missouri is right now. I used to live in Joplin, Missouri. What part of Kansas?
Closest major town will be. Hang on, give me 1 second.
Are you near Columbus, or near the border of Missouri?
Sorry, I don't want this on my stream, so sorry.
Is that process any good or?
I live. The closest major town is going to be Kansas City for me.
Okay.
So
yeah, you'd be a little bit more inland from the border.
That was the southwest side of Missouri, if I'm correct, or it's the northwest. Is it? I can't remember.
It'll be northwest because Kansas is above Missouri.
Yes. So I'm on the northeast side of Kansas, to give it more precise. So.
Okay, well then, yeah, you would. Even if I did still live in Missouri, you'd still be far away from me. What was your question, Noah?
Okay, so what if, like, for some reason it's wait, I don't even see it.
G. full ATX tower that comes with two fans in the front. If you click on it, you can see the two fans that are in the front that are attached to the case. Those fans
be able
are...
to keep it cool?
I would not suggest running an i7 7000K and a GTX 1060 6GB alone with those. That's why I also added the Arctic PWM fan for exhaust.
I don't see that.
It should be towards the bottom. It's just a white fan.
When I go to getting a new computer, I'm going to be putting in liquid cooling.
It's not on here.
Just to make my life easier.
Okay, did you click the most recent link? Oh no, it should have been the same link.
User left your channel.
I'll double check.
I don't see any fan on here. I see it. CPU cooler? I see it.
No. The Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo is the CPU cooler. It is a fan, but it's a CPU cooler. No, I don't see it on here either. I'll add it again. I don't know why it didn't save.
How much is a fan?
The fan's like $10.
$5,000.
Can't just like... So there's nothing in my current PC that I could save?
There probably is with the main components that, what do you say, Radeon R9 240 or 260 or whatever the hell you said?
Wait, how do I search it up again?
Windows key R and then DXDIAG.
DX what? Oh,
DXDIAG.
Right.
DirectX Diagnostic.
Ready. So the processor is AMD FX 8300 8-core processor.
It's outdated, but I mean, you could use it, but that i7 7700K is going to be much better. What I would do personally...
Could I use the fans or no? See, I don't even know if
the fans you probably could, but I don't know what kind of fans you have or if they're any good or what. Because if it's just the stock fans, if you didn't buy any extra fans, they're...
I didn't. It's just the stock.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I have no idea. You probably can, but I'm not positive. If you refresh that page, that fan should be on there now. Arctic F12 PWM 74.0 CFM 120mm.
Let me refresh it. Is that?
Should be at the bottom right below the Silverstone.
I see it, yeah. Also got to put in mine for shipping. Like that, so.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, since you already have a computer that you built yourself, you can... It's perfectly reasonable for you to say you just wanted to buy the case, the power supply, and the motherboard first. You could transfer all those components you have in your current computer over, and then just piece the rest of the computer together as you can buy the parts.
Yeah.
No. I want to recognize a big change, not a small change every time.
That's how I am. It's either all or nothing for me.
And I don't want to like mess up parts for somehow.
The one thing I would recommend that I feel like could be better is that RAM. I just sent it to you, Nathan, as well, so you can maybe give suggestions.
I see it. I know.
The G-Skill Ripjaw 5
this
series.
Is a budget case or budget computer?
No, not budget computer. That case is considered a budget case. But its build quality and the features it has are not budget in my opinion. I like the way it looks. I like the side panel. I like the fact that it comes with two quiet-ass fans in the front that are actually pretty damn good. I like the form factor. And plus it has a big open panel on the front that allows for intake where the fans are at with a dust filter, and then it exhausts out the top with another dust filter. and the bottom has a dust filter as well, and has intake if you wanted to flip your PSU upside down and point the intake fan towards the bottom of the case. Although I prefer having it facing upwards so that it takes some of the heat from the GPU.
You're an absolute fucking moron, Jeff. You do one thing right in your fucking life. What?
User left your channel.
Go.
User joined your channel.
What the fuck?
Go. Run. I'll tell you when it's...
What just happened?
Run.
Anyways,
Just a prank, bros.
like, is that...
Just prank.
That's good though.
You all spinned around it.
You know,
Yeah, I was getting ready to say something because there was like, that was kind of mean. But I was like, you know what? I'll let him do his thing.
I'll just let him cool off.
Can you do a fucking single thing right, Jeff? Jesus Christ. Fuck you, Jeff.
Damn, boy. Damn, Sean, what happened? So just because I'm tired of kind of just standing here, can we go do something, please?
Yeah, I want to go look for the pirate ship, but I was talking to Noah about his future purchases. But yeah, I'm good to do whatever.
Basically, I figured out a few things that John told me.
What?
Apparently, guns don't go away when you pat someone down and press take on it. They just drop on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in front of him for like a few minutes,
right,
5 minutes.
Unless you're told that, you wouldn't know that. I only know that because I was in FAA.
Yeah, I didn't know, so I thought I took it and I was walking around and I left a gun with like 10, 30 round mags on the ground right in front of him.
It's like literally putting a knife in front of Chucky. It's like...
Oh my god.
No, don't you touch
what's
that.
wrong with that memory?
There's nothing necessarily wrong with the G-Skill Ripjaw series. I just think that you could do better, but...
What are you gonna do?
Okay, if you got that memory, you would not notice any negative aspects of it.
For one thing...
I just personally...
You mentioned hunting earlier.
Well, you can get better RAM...
I may actually think about that. Let me,
like the... Corsair Vengeance LPX series is really good, but you're going to be pushing $220, $250 for a 16GB kit.
Like incident type crime in progress or foot pursuit.
Is there something bad with that, or is
it was a
check all the
No. I mean, that's a popular popular RAM set right there with the Ripjaw series.
So both.
You're not going to find anything negative with that RAM set if you get it.
If you think it applies,
I'm just saying there is better options out there, but with 16GB of RAM, 2400 speed, you're not going to see any issues with it.
I mean,
check it and be like, shit.
I mean, it was a Freeman, so I should just put emotionally disturbed.
Let me go over here and look at it again, just make sure I can do one more comb through. I'll look and see if there's a different set of RAM that I'd recommend more, but give me a second.
Two people that I would put emotionally disturbed for me. The Freemans and Tarvis. Hands down. I'm emotionally disturbed on those.
Your stickers on your face make me very angry.
Go get you some stickers on your face.
It's like literally like those temporary tattoos you buy at Walmart.
Should run them better. I could make it look better, actually. Not hard.
Oh,
why? You look fucking realistic as fuck, and I love it.
How did you make them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't draw it, but I put them on here and made it look good. I love my little barcode on my left neck. I love that so much. Got all my different call signs on it and shit.
Having call signs all tattooed you, like just in case you forget what it is. Just like, oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I can just look at it. It's like, all right, so I've got Foxtrot Alpha. No, sorry. November Romeo 324, Foxtrot Alpha 356, and Sierra Alpha 17.
That's like someone taking their job very serious that they get their work tattooed on them.
I mean,
that's like
forget tags. I'm gonna have it on my fucking neck.
What's that, boss?
Should I was asking if he was driving a vehicle. I mean, he technically was flying, but that was before.
Yes.
Was it recorded of him flying? Do you have GoPro of that?
If he needs it, I have GoPro.
GoPro
yeah,
Foo flying?
I have.
Just basically anything that was involved in that video. That
yeah, I have all that.
Yeah, well, he's just marking under. He's doing that little checklist thing, seeing if he was in a vehicle or not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Noah?
he wasn't in a vehicle when I tased him though, so.
I updated that list
whole
for you.
it's the
I added
situation,
another
not
16
right when
gigabyte
he
kit of
tases,
RAM.
the
You can
situation.
delete one of them. The one that I put in there is more reputable, and it's not. The other one is a
To be
better
honest,
option. It's
I'm sure they'll
$20
understand
more,
if
but it's
you're
also
not.
a 3,000 speed as opposed to the 2,400 that was on there. It's up to you. If I would personally say the $20 extra is worth it, but I don't know what you're working with as far as wiggle room right now.
And that last page, where it says comments, that's where I'll write down your report.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put in that I followed him outside the airport, but only because I saw him leaving. I mean, I wasn't chasing him still. And then I saw him getting into ambulance and a lot of ST officers standing right next to him. So that's why I ran up there. And they were like, hey, just let him go. I was like, what?
Strange.
Yeah, but then another like ST officer pulled up and I was like, hey, like one of you guys just helped him escape. He's like, what? He's like, get in, let's get him.
Oh my god.
They told you to jump in, I guess you could, but
yeah,
you don't have to listen to them.
I know, but I wanted to get that guy because he's annoying, because he's a Freeman.
Yep, and also because it's Brandon.
Yeah, he deserves every jail sentence he gets.
I just love how he was
Yes,
just like, hey, he's like, you don't want to know what happens when you mess with with us. You don't know what we're capable of. Flashback a couple days ago when they all got shot.
Yeah.
It's like, right.
Yeah. Here. Like hands you a DVD. There's every single time we've beaten
User
you.
joined
And
your channel.
here's a flash drive of the amount of times that. So here's a 1 gigabyte flash drive for how many times you've beaten us.
It's like, oh, and by the way.
So how you feel? How you feel?
The thing I just gave you, that's just volume 1.
No. Here's hands a case of 8 DVDs. Here's the first season. There's like 8 seasons planned. Just so you know.
Planned.
God, we're dicks. I love it.
All right, I'm going off duty.
If you want to go hunting, let me know.
All right.
I just have to go to my house and get my gun.
I'm back. Hello.
Because I don't know what I need.
Welcome back.
So.
All you
what
need
the hell?
to
It went up
go
$200.
hunting is you need to have a CCP.
Yeah.
an orange
I
vest
guess you
from
didn't hear
Clothing
me.
Factory,
I
and
said
then
I added
gun
another RAM
ammo
kit in there. You can
from
delete
the
one of them.
dealer
The one I added, the Corsair Vengeance LPX 16 gigabyte, is
you have to make the
3,000 speed compared to the 2,400. The other one, it's $20 more. I personally think it would be worth it, but I don't know how much wiggle room you have right now. So you can get rid of the G skill and use the Corsair Vengeance LPX if you'd like to. Otherwise, the G skill will be fine, and I doubt you'll even notice. I mean, once you have 16 gigabytes of RAM, I mean, so I've played Ark. I was playing Ark last night and running the server on the same computer, and I finally used over 8 gigabytes of RAM. I hit like 9.5. That's the only time I've ever used that much RAM.
Huh?
So, I don't think, honestly, like you would not be disappointed if you got the G skill, whatever, save the $20. But if you want to spend the extra $20, the other RAM will be marginally better.
Do it then. Can you remove it?
Oh shit, yeah, I have to edit it, don't I?
User left your channel.
I'm not gonna lie, the more I think about hunting, the more I actually kind of want to go off and go hunt.
I actually might be able to get this around Christmas, to be honest, because so I have 50 of my own money right now that I can buy this with, right?
Right.
Oh, what am I looking at right now? Let's see. 850. Right. Well, around 332. Probably get this around January. Definitely January.
Right, and I mean,
talk to my parents about like buying some of the smaller parts.
Right, and like I said, I mean, there's nothing stopping you from getting the case, the motherboard, and maybe like the GPU and transferring over the current parts you have and then just piecing them out as you go along. Because once you get that GPU, I don't think that your octa-core processor is going to be that much of a bottleneck to a 1060. I mean, it will be a bottleneck, don't get me wrong, but if you just got like the graphics card, the motherboard, and the case to start with, you could probably transfer over what you have now and see a huge improvement. And once you get the i7 7700K, then shit's gonna get real.
Here, hop in so I can drive over there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy everything. I'm not gonna buy
Yeah, but January's not that far
Yeah,
away, so I
that's
mean,
true.
by all means, that's not a bad timeline at all.
Got about a month. Yeah.
See, I'm impulsive and impatient, so, you know, yeah.
I'm going to buy, like I said, I'm going to buy the CPU this weekend. Buy the GTX. I'll talk to my parents maybe about buying like this one of the cheaper objects, maybe like the solid state drive, something like that.
Right. And I mean, you can.
I can also buy like memory. And okay, wait. So by this weekend, I can get rid of the CPU. I'll just go up and down the list, I guess, because that would be probably a lot easier.
Yeah. And I would hold off on. I would hold off on buying that fan hub until after you get everything pieced together, because you very well may not need it. With that motherboard, it probably has enough ports for fans.
I'll buy the I'll buy the CPU cooler, thermal paste.
Hello.
The motherboard. That's like starts getting expensive right there.
I need to upgrade my computer as well.
What are you working with now?
Like the CPU and GPU, or?
Yeah.
I guess you don't even care about the case.
No, not really.
It's an i7. What is it? 4790K, I think.
It's not really that bad.
But the GPU is a GTX 780.
What's this BMW M3? Is this Nathan? No, it's Lancer. Okay.
Come back here.
This guy runs him over too. Run him over.
No.
Would have been funny, since Lancer just did it, you should have run me over as well.
I'm not gonna do it, I'm lower than you. You can actually make me do things.
Actually, technically he can't. But if I tell him he can, he can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a seaman, I'm not, you know. Yeah, anyway, so it's a GTX 780, the TI version.
User left your channel.
So that's,
Then why do you need to upgrade? You have a GTX 1070 and an i7.
780.
Okay, big difference. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said 1070.
No.
Yeah, your CPU should be plenty fine. Have you overclocked that CPU?
No.
What's it clocked at right now?
I don't know.
Can I overclock mine?
Like, just
yes, that's why the original part list you sent me. That's why I swapped out that i7 8600 for an i7 7700K, because the i7 7700K, the K edition, or the K series Intel processors are overclockable.
What does that mean?
It means you can take it from stock speeds and you can make it go faster. Mine is running at 4.0 now.
So is the 7700K better than the 8700K?
Yes. Yes and no. The 8600 is probably a little bit better at stock, but that i7 can probably overclock higher than the 8600 can. And it's a lot cheaper. So I think it's a lot cheaper.
Drive.
What did they just say?
Drive. I'll drive.
Wait, what did they just say?
And run camera. We got a guy in the DOC water.
Oh, okay.
Shark 1 is going to be departing from base.
He's currently swimming.
What? Go up to the bow gunner.
I was trying.
User joined your channel.
We're en route.
10-4.
That's B to CD.
Send it.
Yeah, so the guy's gonna be north of, east of DOC in the water. One suspect.
How does that, left or right?
You guys got a shot.
That's the right side on the map.
It's the same one I called up.
Yeah. Left side when we get up there. Yeah, so basically.
Oh my gosh, I was a freaking businessman and now my whole map is all of the vehicles marked for impound. I'm a CG now, but it just never went off.
Same.
Yeah.
So basically my GPU is my bottleneck, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, your i7-4970 or whatever you said should be plenty good enough to keep up with
yeah.
any new modern GPU.
I shouldn't have to overclock it though, right? Or should I?
If it's clocked at 4.0, okay, so basically, Noah, partially to answer your question, my Ryzen 3 1200 is 3.1 turbos to 3.4 at stock. I have it overclocked to 3.9.
It looks like it's currently going towards the
What's our RPM out here?
I don't know.
Yes, CG looks like it's been back a shoulder.
Okay, so we're still being out.
Just keep going forward. Deal with this later. I mean, it's not my call, but...
Oh, yep, disregard now. Gone to a different vehicle.
Want us to wave off?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and go over to this RBM.
Check if it's unlocked. If he goes back in the water, just let us know.
Let me know when I'm good to disembark.
User was moved to your channel.
Marshals are free.
Oh, hell.
Wanna go help him?
I don't know how much help I'll be. He should be able to get up there if it's unlocked.
I think he's having a little bit of problems.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my god. Go. What is he doing?
User entered your channel.
Fuck you.
Oh, you got the life buoy?
User in your channel timed out.
God damn it. There we go. Yes.
Alright.
Oh, it's, you know, locked.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing here, but... Oh, there we go. Let's say I'm...
That fixed it. Oh my god.
Come on, man.
There we go.
That one is not easy.
Alrighty. Anyway, yes, your GPU should be a massive bottleneck. A 760 Ti. You should be able to use anything modern, and that i7-4970 should not be bottlenecking it, especially if it's a K edition and you have the capability of
It's
overclocking.
780.
780 was still.
Yeah. It is running. My CPU is running at 57 degrees now. Like running this game.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Arma's not really a good benchmark for that because Arma only uses about half of your resources. Let me see, what's mine running at?
But to be fair, mine is always pretty high. It's all.
Channel switched. Connected. Channel switched.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
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 This motherfucker's gonna wish he never messed with me now that he's running from me. Fucking hell.
Is the server ever gonna update or what?
I think you have to downgrade if you updated Arma.
Nope, motherfucker's running. I just unloaded a clip into some random poor stranger. Grand Theft Auto and Little Soul. Let me just run you over real quick. I have a guy sitting in handcuffs. It's kind of funny. I'm just like, fuck him. Ran over a guy. Handcuffs. I have no idea how to fucking play.
the hell are you doing?
Sucking some nice. Juicy.
Were you sucking on a vape? You trying to get Nick sick or what, bro?
The fuck is my push to talk button not functioning properly?
No.
Oh,
No,
well,
you
that's
were
awkward.
hot micing.
I see. Well,
You're not anymore.
yeah, I was. Not the trying to get Nick sick part, but the other part. Alright, it's about to switch me over to the server channel, so I will talk to y'all guys here in a little bit.
Bye.
Like, is the server supposed to be updating tonight?
That's what I've heard. But
because I mean, I just installed Arma. I mean, I don't want to uninstall it and then it have to be reinstalled again today.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing it tonight soon, TM.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Channel
Keep trying.
Yeah, so 7-1's back on frequency.
Welcome back. What's your location?
I'm currently on base at the place where you wake up at.
Right over there.
Oh, I see you. Yeah.
Hello.
I went to tab out of my shit to check the temperature, and it decided black screens are cool.
But
So,
the SSD,
yeah.
will I be able to join the server faster or no?
It depends on the server side. I don't know. I've never joined with an SSD before, but I would say probably.
I bet the
Do I
game
have
would
to
load
choose
faster.
to run the SD or the SSD or the internal, or
What
does
do
it
you
automatically just do it?
It will run off of whatever you install the game on.
Yeah, thing is you need to install the game on the SSD.
That's why I put a 250 gigabyte.
Yeah, and preferably Steam BattleEye as well.
Basically, the SSD is not going to give you any more frames per
User
se,
left your
but
channel.
anything that requires loading will happen a lot quicker.
I see. Think that computer would be fine to run any game?
I mean, I don't
think
see
I could
why
run
not.
Project Life with that
Project Life is such a terrible excuse or benchmark for frames. I don't know, with my computer right now, I have 38, 39, 38, 40. So,
and mine's gonna be better than yours?
yes, yours is going to be quite a bit better than mine. Yours is stock clocked to 4.2, mine is overclocked to 3.9.
What if I overclocked it? Would I get more FPS?
Yeah, I mean if you overclock it, it's making your CPU faster.
How hard is it to overclock and how long does it take?
It took me, it depends how much tinkering you have to do, but it took me...
Are you always overclocked now or no?
Yeah, it's always overclocked, it boots up overclocked. You do it in the motherboard BIOS.
What if I overclock this? Will I get more frames?
I don't know if you can overclock the AMD FX series. At least I don't know if you can overclock that one. You have to have a certain kind of CPU that has unlocked multipliers to overclock it. That's what the K at the end of the i7 7700 is. The K is their series that allows you to overclock, as opposed to the i7 8600 that is just stuck at whatever clock speeds are stock. What is this guy doing? He looks like he's coming really close, but I think he's landing. But yeah, I mean, if you click on that CPU and PC Part Picker and you look at the reviews, I think one of the first reviews, somebody said that they were able to easily overclock it to 4.6 or 4.8. Basically, what's going to choose how much you can overclock it is your cooler for your CPU, because temperatures are the main limiting factor in overclocking, because you can overclock to a certain degree and then you have to raise the voltage. The voltage is fine to raise given that your power supply unit can handle that extra voltage, but it requires benchmarking and stress testing. That's the time-consuming part to make sure that it is stable. But there's a program, Prime 95, that you can use to test your CPU, and if you let it run for 20 minutes to an hour or so and it doesn't crash, then you're stable. And as long as you keep an eye on your temperatures with the hardware monitor, and they never go above, I say 75 is probably the highest temperature that I would be accepting of. Anything above 80 is like starting to get to the danger zone. This is in Celsius. But for example, my computer idles at about 35 Celsius.
How do I check my temperature of this?
You'll need to download Hardware Monitor. If you just look up
I remember I used to have, with this computer for a while, I had problems with it always overheating. But then I cleaned out the fans and it fixed it.
Yeah.
Fans were all like really bad and dusty, and the whole thing inside was all dusty.
Yeah, if you download a HW Monitor, if you just Google it, it should come up. And then that'll give you all your temperatures, your fan speeds, your voltage, and your clock speeds and all that. And it'll tell you live what your computer's doing. Like my computer idles at around 35 degrees Celsius on both the CPU and the GPU. Under load, it gets up to about 65 or so, maybe 68 if I'm really stress testing it and running it at like 100% usage. And that's with 2 intake fans that came with the case, the 1 exhaust fan, the Arctic that I added, the stock CPU fan, and that's basically it. I mean, the graphics card will have a fan on it as well, and your power supply unit acts as another exhaust fan. So I mean, mine's all air cooled and it runs at perfectly normal temperatures. My RAM is overclocked from 2400 to 2666. The graphics card has a 175-750 overclock on it, and the CPU's gone from 3.4 boost to a 3.9 base clock speed. And I've tried to push it further. I really want my CPU to go to 4.0 gigahertz, but it just won't. Because I put it up to 4.0, and it seems like no matter what I do, when I stress test it, it crashes within like 3 minutes.
What do you think I can boost mine up to? Or do you think I even need it?
I mean, what do you say? It's clocked at 4.0 right now?
Yeah.
If it's clocked at 4.0, what kind of cooling do you have going on? Like, what's yours? Do you have an aftermarket CPU fan, or is it the stock Intel fan?
It's a Corsair H100.
Okay. Yeah, if you have an aftermarket CPU cooler, then I would say you can probably at least get away with 4.2, 4.3, and you could probably go further than that, but I mean, it'll just take testing and seeing. What I would say to do is Google...
I'm gonna go for 5.0 and just blast it.
I would not recommend that, but you do you.
I'm kidding.
What's wrong with that?
Going up 1 whole gigahertz in a single step is just asking for a fire.
Yeah.
Well, actually, your computer probably just wouldn't start.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I would do, what I did with mine is I looked up.
Meltdown and just melt the floor.
Yeah, right. It just falls through the top floor, goes to the bottom floor, into the crust of the earth.
Yeah.
What I did was I googled Ryzen 3 1200 overclock and watched some videos and saw what other people did, and basically I came to the conclusion that most people overclock to 3.8 gigahertz at 1.35 volts. So I started there, ran that for a while, stress tested it, it was stable, And then some people have gotten to 4.0. I'm not able to. I got to 3.9 at 1.35 volts, and it's running stable now. So that's basically where I'm at. But yeah, my starting point would be to look up. Yeah, the computer boots up overclocked. It's set in the BIOS, so
can that ruin the computer over time?
Not if you have cooling and the temperatures stay down. That's the main issue with overclocking, is that you have to have the cooling to support it.
What's the difference between just a regular fan and liquid cooling?
Liquid cooling, it's just colder. It's better. I don't know a whole lot about liquid cooling.
It's not colder. It's just more stable. I mean, idle, I run at like 50, but you know, like max when I'm in game with like the fans turned to like the lowest, the maximum I've had in Arma is 68 degrees. And then it's, you know, my computer is dead quiet. So the temperature is more stable, but it's not, you know, cooler. I mean, hard to explain.
It also, the way the liquid cooling is that it has a little container that puts this cold liquid directly onto your chip. I mean, obviously not like pouring water on it, but you know, it has a case that it's in, but it's directly on there. Whereas opposed to a fan, the fan has the heat sink fins that absorb the heat, and the fan will push the heat out away from your CPU. So it's a lot more stable, you know, like you said with the liquid cooling, because it has full coverage on your CPU at all times, constantly cycling that fluid.
The thing is, like with the Corsair H100, it's the same kind of, you know, connection. It's not like a real liquid cooling. It's, you know, basically like a pump that sits on top of it.
Yeah, that's the closed system, isn't it? You didn't have to fill up a reservoir or anything for that one.
Yeah. I mean, completely liquid cooling, you would be able to go a lot higher in overclocking. But yeah, I mean,
what if it breaks? Then everything is ruined. If the liquid coolant breaks, what if all the water gets all over everything?
If you do it right, it shouldn't break, but it is a possibility. Yeah.
It's the same if you buy, you know, if you know, working on a car, make a real fucking beast of a car. If the fuel lines, you know, decide to just burst while your, you know, turbo is, or your supercharger is red hot, I mean, that's gonna be ruined as well. So it's, you know, basically with everything, you gotta take risks to, you know.
That's a rather expensive risk for me.
By January, if you're still like on this island,
we have code 2s at the gate. Never mind.
Like January, if you're still on this island, oh, hear me? Me, Zane?
Yeah.
If January, if you're still on this island and like still doing everything, just gonna like find a way to like chat you up through my phone or something, and then just like like have you help me put it together or something. If like some of the parts don't fit.
All the parts are universal. There's a PCIe, PCI Express slot, which there's a PCI slot which your graphic card will go into. They're all the same exact slot. They all fit in the same way. It's honestly, like, I couldn't put it a better way than it's Legos for adults. Like, I thought the same thing, because this is the first computer I've ever built. So when I put this together, I basically had the knowledge I gained from watching YouTube videos and things. But if you, like, look up a YouTube video, like, you know, a computer build, you'll see what I'm talking about. But, like, the RAM sticks, they're all the same. Well, there's different pin counts, but basically everything is universally 233 pin RAM. You literally just undo the tab, push the stick in there, it locks in place. Undo the tab, push the other stick in there, it locks in place, and your RAM's in. The hardest part for me was figuring out where the fuck the wires go, but that's also not really hard because your motherboard has everything labeled for you, so you just match up to what it says on the cable compared to what it says on your motherboard. And I mean, everything is sized properly. There's different, like, there's 6-pin connectors, there's 8-pin connectors. So obviously you wouldn't put a 6-pin into an 8-pin slot because you're going to have, you know, slots open. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, just watch YouTube videos, honestly, that's all I did. The CPU fan's a little bit different, especially if you have an aftermarket one, because sometimes there's a special bracket you have to put on there, but you'll take off the bracket from the motherboard, put the aftermarket bracket on there for your Hyper 212 Evo, then you'll slot the fan in there, lock it down, and you're good to go. The CPU goes in, it's basically has these pins on the bottom of it. Well, actually, Intel CPUs, I believe, have holes on the bottom of the CPU. No, wait. No. I don't know. I've never dealt with an Intel
like I said,
CPU before, so.
I'm going to, when I, when I get all the parts, like, by January, if you're still on this island, I'm gonna, like, just call you on something, or just, like, somehow video chat you, and then you're just gonna help me put this thing together.
It works for me. If you want to just, put Skype, Facebook, whatever, I don't care. But I don't plan on going anywhere.
That Silverstone fan hub system, like, wait, so, like, you said it's not needed, but, like, what does it do if I want to ever add more fans to that?
That Silverstone fan hub takes one fan connector on your motherboard. So you'll connect it to that fan hub to the motherboard, where you'd normally just put a single fan. So the motherboard tells that fan what speed to run at based on the temperatures and load on the rest of the components. Because the motherboard is the main piece that communicates with everything and says, okay, this is how you all work together, now work together. It tells the GPU where to send, its information, tells the CPU what to do with it and what to send to the RAM, etc. So that fan hub takes up a single fan slot or fan plug on your motherboard and turns it into 8. That way, now granted, the only downside is that whatever that fan plug is sending out as far as data to control speeds, all of your fans are going to go at that same speed. I haven't run into any issues with that, but it takes one port and turns it into 8. So you can have 8 fans running off of it. With that motherboard, you will most likely have a CPU fan plug, and then you should at least have 3 other fan ports on that motherboard. Because that motherboard's worth a lot more than what mine is, but what the hell?
CG. No. I'm fucking Chopper just left without any clearance. He just got in his chopper and just took off.
Let's go, Zane.
Alrighty.
Rifle train. I'm not AST. I mean, it's up to you, Zane. You're highest ranking officer on. If you want me to, so I can still take it down.
Shoot him down, Noah.
Well, there's a different training for the rifle in the deck as the rifle in the Jayhawk.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's up to you.
First, well, we need to try to communicate with him over the frequency and get him to come down. We don't need to be shooting people down just for taking off without clearance, but right. I don't have a rifle. Nobody else is pilot trained, so yeah. Do you have the money to get a rifle?
2,000, yeah, I do.
Okay, go ahead and get a rifle, and we'll load up here.
Alright, Jeff, you just run co-pilot.
I'm not gonna ask you computer stuff now while you're doing this. I'm gonna bother you with it later though. You sure?
Jeff, you can show Ops 1, 10-3, 1076 to DOC.
Turn on the cockpit lights for you.
Thank you.
I'm a good boy.
Lubbock Travis to Chicago 6046, spooling up at CG base, requesting takeoff.
Jeff, you're gonna detect out the evidence lights there.
I don't even know what he just said, if I'm being honest.
You don't want headlights on?
One of you guys put your speakers on radio, or your radio on speaker so I can hear everything.
Yeah, I just put the chopper radio on speaker so you guys can hear the locations and such.
Yeah. Saying you don't want your lights on?
I turned the headlights on.
Oh, I tried to do it, but you turn them off again?
Oh,
Like
I didn't touch them until just now.
Oh, maybe it was, you know, not just letting me.
As a co-pilot, I don't turn them on.
Oh.
Lubbock Tower, this is Charlie Golf 6046. Do you have a location on the helicopter?
Currently we're truck and trailer. This is November Romeo 324. He is touching down on the ground.
Trailer, go, go, go.
Enemy shots on 1076 to truck and trailer.
Notify SD. CG to SD. Just be advised, we have a helicopter landing at truck and trailer, had no clearance to take off. If you guys are any close, if you have any units near there, if you don't mind just stopping them, we'll be en route.
Can I get a current location of the chopper? Is he still at truck and trailer?
Yes, he's still at truck and trailer.
10 I'm pulling up on truck and trailer right now.
He's the one that does not have collision lights.
10-4.
Go ahead and let SD know that Guardian 1 is en route. They're about 1.2 nautical miles out.
Is that him up in the air or what?
Yes, he is up in the air currently.
I'm going to land the chopper.
He's not on frequency, to my knowledge.
You guys see him ahead?
Yeah.
Ask him if it's the one with the lights on, because they said it had
He said it was the one
lights.
with no collision lights.
I'm gonna tell them on Twitter.
Oh wait, I see the other one, you guys see it?
Yeah, I see it.
It's the one under it, it's under it.
I'm going to position the gunner in the correct way, but do not shoot.
No.
I think he's landing. Yeah, he is.
Notifying SD.
It looks like SD is on scene.
We're in the helicopter. Can you stop?
FAA is on scene though.
That's FAA. Okay.
FAA
Be
is
ready.
here also.
Oh, he's running.
He's running.
He's on foot. He's turning into a foot pursuit. Get in a good, better position so I can see. If you don't mind.
Yep.
I can see him with the camera though.
Get over him so the camera can make sure he doesn't lose him. You see him? He's running.
Yeah, I see him. If he gets in the helicopter.
He's running off.
Ask him if it's the one behind the. Is it the one behind the FA?
Isn't it the one that's by himself there?
I think that's him.
Tell FAA. He's the one next to
This
the...
is Charlie Golf 6046.
Tell him he's trying to get in the ambulance. Tell him he's trying to get in the ambulance.
He's attempting to get in the ambulance currently.
In the ambulance. Check
Yeah, he just got in the ambulance. He's headed to the hospital.
FIFR,
Stay out here at the
have
helicopter.
a criminal in your ambulance.
There's an
Copy.
ambulance heading on the MSR right now. He's inside of it. He just hopped in. The MSR.
I just called in the radio.
Yeah, they said follow the ambulance there. He's going for medical attention apparently.
Yeah, I told him that he has a criminal in it.
Romeo 324.
They're stopping.
Oh, he's just went
So
back.
you want
to
to
the
land real
ambulance
quick so
then.
he doesn't get in his chopper fly off?
There's another helicopter
Land me.
there.
I can get out and I can put
Tell
it.
anybody to suck his dick.
Where'd he go? Where is he now?
He's getting in the helicopter.
Is this the same guy? But I have GoPro about it.
It's so hard. The ambulance. Where is he
Notify
going?
FAA because FAA is the ones on ground.
He's turning his shit, man.
Alright, do we know which... Is he the one getting back in the helicopter or is he still in the ambulance?
Co-pilot, communicate with FAA. Ask them.
He's done starting
What
his
frequency is he on? I'm not on.
26,
I'm not.
that's air traffic.
I'm not on that frequency.
You have to press your Alt P muscle and use the aircraft radio. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. I didn't even think about the fact that you probably didn't know that.
FAA. He has.
Ask him if it's the one in the truck.
The guy in the helicopter, he just got in the truck and left, I think.
Go, Zane, where you going? Zane!
I'm getting off auto hover and following him down that way.
Oh, it's X, right? You can just press your X muscle?
No, I don't. Maybe I don't believe so.
There's someone else on the road next to him right now.
Oh my gosh. Ask FAA if it's
He's stopped next to him.
This is literally just a...
He's getting into a second car. Oh my god, there's so many people with the same clothes. This is impossible to keep track.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and I don't even know which one is actually him.
The one with the light clothes next to the Crown Vic.
DJ SD, he's almost towards Boulder City entrance. What's your ETA over here?
This was...
I asked... There's someone that just stole a helicopter. It's at Boulder City, or he's at the Boulder City entrance right now. I need a unit down here to pick him up. We're in a Guardian 1. We're trying to keep eyes on him.
He's not moving anything at all now. He's dropping stuff.
He dropped it.
I can see. It's right.
He's getting back in the
I see the one on the yellow. Or the red.
Yeah, he's in the F-150. F-150. Yellow. He just dropped a bunch of uniforms and shit.
He's heading back towards truck and trailer now.
Yeah.
Dropped, I think it looks like a Marshall uniform.
It is.
Yeah, he dropped the Marshall uniform.
That's on the beach-ish. Damn it. No, is that a Marshall? Is that like a person? It had legs and shit.
Turn around. They're saying that's the guy who escaped from custody. It's probably Brandon Freeman. That's who it is.
In the truck?
Yes, that is.
Yeah, because I think they killed...
Where are you going?
Zane.
I'm going back that way.
No, he was there.
He was in the F-150.
Where's the F-150 now?
Oh, we lost eyes, man.
Oh, no, I see him.
User joined your channel.
Like, yeah, back there.
He's still at
I see, yeah, he's still at the same location where he dropped the uniforms at. Where the fuck is SD?
He's in the route, we only have 2 people.
Okay, alrighty then.
Back towards truck and trailer now. I am, go.
SD is on his ass now.
He's running. Get us better eyes, Zane. You can't see from the
That's what I'm doing. I'm going up.
Turning around, it looks like.
Damn, where is he? Where the hell is he?
He appears to be over there by truck and trailers. That F-150 there, the sheriff's department has stopped there.
But no one's in it.
It appears to be a foot pursuit at this time. Are they not communicating on comms?
Well, they're not saying anything.
Okay, he's pulled over on the side there.
Yeah, you gotta land me because they don't know what the hell is going on. Have to land
Alrighty, I'll put you down here then.
The LR in the right the vehicle. I'm going to be Guardian 1's gonna be landing. I'll be coming over there in a second.
Lubbock airspace is flag up 6046. We'll be putting wheels down at truck and trailer.
Notify FAA and ask them if they can come over to truck and trailer.
Hey, the gear over there is gone and the guy's back in the car over here. He's coming up here. Can you notify SD? The Marshall gear is gone and the guy next to it.
This Crown Vic coming up might have the Marshall gear. I'm just gonna let you know right now. It's gone over there and the guy in the Crown Vic that's the only guy who was near it. I hooked it up.
Are they gonna do anything about it?
Oh, because they're worrying about this guy. They only got 3 units. They can only worry about 1 guy at a time.
I'm gonna back us up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the road.
User left your channel.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep the engines on in case we do need to get out of here quickly.
Yeah. If he gets out and starts shooting, should I get out and shoot back, or?
We have, looks like 4, maybe 5 individuals over there who should have lethal firearms.
Yeah.
I would go ahead
They
and hold tight because the longer it takes us to get back airborne, the more life we're risking.
Yeah. Why are they not getting him out of the car?
I don't know, this is more so ST jurisdiction over here, not at this point, so they should be being the arresting officer.
Hey Brandon, we got the guy at patch check and trailer. The helicopter, the rogue helicopter's code 4.
Why did it let him go?
He drove off.
Oh.
Okay, he's gonna stay on the ground so that he can so that he can communicate with ST, since they're not gonna get on freak apparently.
Yeah, I can't see him. I see him now.
You guys gotta notify where he's going if we lose eyes.
Are they on CG frequency or?
No, they're not. Our guy is.
He stopped.
He's S1'd into a tree.
He crashed. Did you tell them?
I'm not on the radio. You gotta get back on the radio. I gotta be able to contact FAA.
What frequency?
Did they just drive right by him? All fucking 3 of them? It's
no,
7-0.
They got him. They're seeing him.
What? He's on foot.
Oh, he's on foot. Okay.
Yeah,
do you guys have him?
He's running right now. He's on foot.
Scott Freeman is being in a pursuit right now with the ST.
Really hard, but I can, see him sometimes.
He's coming out on the street now.
Yeah.
Yep.
10-4 got visual.
Turning around now. He's gonna be coming back on the street now.
Which side is he on? Oh, I see him on the street now.
Yeah. He just turned into a house.
Yep, he's behind the house now.
Climbed the fence. He's still running past a greenhouse now. Yeah, he's gonna come out on the other side of the street.
He's trying to get it. He's pulling something out. It looks like he got a gun. Got it. He shot at us.
10-4.
He's on the front side of the building right now, crossing the street. He's on the other building now. Where is he?
User joined your channel.
He's in the yard left side of that house.
Yeah, he should be in the yard left side of the house.
Well, it'll be...
Yeah, there we go. Should be in the back side of the house. Did he get him?
Yeah, well, he's got another raptor out, so...
Do you have eyes on him?
Where is he now?
I think they got him.
They're still asking for location, so... Is that him in the middle of the road? No, it's SD.
No. Yeah, they got him. He's gone down.
Good.
Suspect seems to be down. Can you confirm that? Noah. Is Noah okay? Noah. Is that Noah on the ground?
Where's he at?
Yeah, that's Noah down there.
They can't see him?
Apparently not. I'll go ahead and come that way and see if we can get him a visual on him. I thought they had him.
Ops 1 pulling up at airport here in about 5 seconds.
Noah Lee, are you okay?
I'm good. He was shooting at us in the vehicle, but we were good.
Thanks for saying that. You want to fall back right a bit?
Yep. I'm trying to get you like in a position where you can see over these trees, but
yeah, it's really hard. I think about here soon. A bit more. Where are they?
No, we can't do nothing about that unless it's on the air, but unless they're being shot at directly, we can't physically take arms, so no.
Drop you some altitude so you can see.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I got better view now. He's on the ground there. Did they call EMS?
I do not.
No, is EMS called?
Yeah, they're transporting a marshal to the Silverton Clinic, then they'll be here. They said 2 minutes from the Silverton Clinic.
10-4. Wow, intense stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm still trying to get used to flying in situations like this, so I apologize for kind of being a little bit all over the place at times.
No worries. I mean, only thing we could have done better is, you know, figure out who was going to be on ATC and who was going to do other.
Generally, co-pilot will be on CG frequency and pilot will stay on air traffic control.
But that's just because FAA is retarded and don't have faction radios.
Jared, if you want to land it, it's up to you, because you guys are going to have to pick me up anyways.
Alrighty. What's his actual location? Is he still behind that house?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
They're in the backyard there.
Let me find a good place to land this thing at.
I can see one place if you want to squeeze.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
The intersection right up here.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but it's going to be a squeeze.
Yeah. You got,
oh wait, there's a parking lot right here. I'll just put it down right here.
Below you. Yeah. Or like impound lot or something.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, if you want to let him know, I'll just put it down on this, right next to this garage right here.
10 for Nathan, thank you for helping me, bro.
No problem. Hopefully next time I'll be in the J-House.
Hopefully.
Okay, I need to position this better before I end up crashing myself. This is very nerve-wracking.
We could just do a landing on the beach as well, if you want to.
Yeah, that might be the better option, actually.
Guardian, why don't you be advised, there's a helicopter stopping, it looks like, or at least slowing down.
Oh yeah. I want to get on the ground so I can help them if anything goes down.
1-7.
Oh.
10-4, that's one up.
What's that car over there?
Where do you see a vehicle at?
Oh, it's abandoned.
Romeo 324, landing South Florida City.
What does it mean? Don't worry about it. It's 1-7. Why is he in a civilian helicopter?
Why is who in a civilian helicopter?
1-7. Isn't that Nathan Rogers? You know, when we talked about the helicopter, he said, "Don't worry about it. It's 1-7."
Yeah.
Alpha
What?
Bravo 620.
I don't know.
I just
exactly.
realized. He shouldn't be doing that though.
No, if he's I don't know if he's responding or what the hell he's doing. I don't know if he just happens to be here. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out.
1-7, you still on frequency?
Yes, sir.
Why are you in a civilian helicopter?
Well, I was kind of flying around and landing at the airport when it all started. I was off duty.
Are you on duty now?
No, sir.
Why do you have your radio? Have you clocked out?
He can have the radio off duty.
Alpha Bravo 620 is going to be.
Oh, but he hasn't gone off duty.
To runway 25 via
So he's
Alpha.
on duty, off duty.
User left your channel.
Lubbock airspace, this is Charlie Golf 6046. We are wheels down outside of...
I'm gonna run over there.
Goods factory. Okay, go ahead and let him know we're here.
Noah.
Send it. Alpha Bravo 620.
We're landed at the
runway 25.
Sandbanks. I'm on my way out to you.
User left your channel.
Be safe and have a wonderful flight, sir.
User joined your channel.
Guardian 1, you could probably wave off if you would like. I'm probably just gonna go SD to DOC.
Copy that. One to Mr. Voss.
Yeah, on my way back.
Copy that.
User joined your channel.
You good?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Go ahead and let them know we'll be RTB. Unless he wants us to overwatch DOC.
Yeah.
November Romeo 324. Who is in the helicopter flying east from Paradise Falls?
I think that would be 17 maybe. Nathan.
Yeah, looks like there's a second rogue trapper. Joy.
17, are you in the helicopter going east from Paradise Falls?
Negative.
I believe that's 17 right there.
Are you above the sandbanks right now, 17?
I'm currently actually landing at the airport.
Ooh. 10-4.
November Romeo 324 coming for final runway 25.
Alright, then we will be RTB.
Okay. Guardian 1, we are RTB at this time.
November Romeo 324 departed onto runway Alpha, taxiway Alpha, attacking to the ramp.
Less than 350 meters above, civilization, a server rule.
It's 200 above water, 300 above land.
Isn't it 350 above land and 250 above water?
I was told 200 and 300. It used to be 500 above land, but now it's gone down. But pretty much been told if there's like a situation, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
but I mean just like patrolling and such, it's 200 above water, 300 above land.
The helicopter that just passed us, that wasn't 200.
Oh, yeah, no, that was not. I am not sure if that applies to civilian, but I would assume it does.
Yeah, since it's a server role, so.
I thought, well, we have a contract with FAA as far as our altitude requirements, and maybe civilians different.
Well, I'm just saying that I've seen in the server rules that you are not allowed to be below 250.
Right.
User joined your channel.
Lubbock Air Traffic, this is Charlie Golf 6046, approaching CG base from the Southern Sea.
The fuck? Who is that?
No idea.
Is he okay?
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Alright, you're good to get out.
Got it.
Seven one to Noah.
Send it.
You still have that rifle?
Negative, it's in the Guardian.
Copy that, thank you.
But yeah. I mean, my CPU should be fine though, right?
I wouldn't see why not. I mean, you can always upgrade if you want to, but it's not a bad CPU. Your GPU is definitely your bottleneck.
Yeah. I got 16 gigabytes of RAM as well. Is that enough, or should I get more?
No, 16 gigabytes is more than enough. I got 16 gigabytes, and like I was saying earlier, the only time I've ever gone above 8 was when I'm running an ARC server on my computer and playing the game. And I hit like 9.5. So, I mean...
The only time I've gone over it is rendering like a video.
Yeah, I mean, 8 gigabytes should be more than enough for most games. 16 gigabytes is good future proofing, and if you do stuff like rendering videos and such.
Reason why I want to upgrade my my GPU is so
What's
that
up,
it can
American
support.
Base, Blue X5?
Copy that. We'll be up there.
Is so that when
User joined your channel.
when I join aviation, I want to get HTC Vive. Nice, right?
Does that work with anything? I mean, you can get like track IR and basically do the same thing for a whole lot less of a cost.
I do have track IR.
Is it any good?
It's okay, not compared to like HTC Vive. Like a big difference.
Alright.
Oh shit.
Hey, hello. Let me get your ID here real quick, sir.
Go for it.
Alrighty.
I'll be back. Oh, nope, nope. Bad Jeff. Bad Jeff. See, I'm quick. I'm very quick.
But yeah, the track IR is decent. I mean, if you don't have the money to spare, it's a good option. But I do have it, so that's why I want to get the HTC Vive. It's a completely different thing. It's a lot better. It feels more realistic.
Right. I can imagine that I was asking because my father's thinking about getting track IR. He's been trying to get it for a while.
Definitely go for it. I mean, it's awesome. It's gonna take a while to get used to it. It's really weird.
To DOC.
It's gonna be really,
that
really
for
weird in the beginning, but when you get used to it, I bet it's awesome.
Nice.
The only thing that I didn't like is that, you know, you can get lost in it. Like, you'd lose your screen.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You mean like you just look too far and then you're looking away from your screen?
Basically like that, but where it ends up, you know, you have to look really far to one side, and you just end up sitting with your like eyes at max, you know, side view.
Kind of what I was thinking would be the issue. I mean, he's got a 27-inch curved monitor, so it might be a little bit better for him. But like with my monitor, I feel like I'd look a little bit.
Have you guys been here talking about computer shit this entire time?
No, we were over the Jayhawk. We landed, and about 2 minutes later, you showed up at the gate.
Oh, okay. Okay, you guys were in the Jayhawk. Right?
Yeah.
That was fun and entertaining.
Basically.
Yeah, so what were you doing at the situation with your helicopter? You just happened to be there?
So what happened, Zane, is I went to land on 2-5, and I vacated onto Alpha. You know, I'm on radio and shit, and I'm you know I paused because I hear another helicopter. I'm like, I didn't hear anything on the radio. I just paused on the freaking thing, looked behind me. I'm like, and I watched the helicopter come out, spotlight on, no collision lights, and just book it into the air. And I'm just like, what? And then I'm like, does anyone know who just took off? And the FAA guy that was on frequency was like, what the fuck? Basically. And I'm just like, I paused for a moment. I'm like, should I go? Should I stay? And I decided to follow it because why not? So that was entertainment for me. Yeah, I know they can't see the bells on their radars. They haven't fixed the transponders on those. So I'm like, yeah, I'll help. Why not? Screw it.
Alright, okay, so you were doing something else. Yeah, because we saw you like over the situation. Like, what are you doing?
Around. I wasn't actively trying to get involved. I was just like, fuck it, I'll monitor this. I mean, I can at least use this footage if they ever find out who it is. So whatever.
Right. Well, I mean, we never called to clear the airspace or anything, so you were within your rights to be there. I just wanted to know what you were doing.
Yeah. I was just kind of okay. The second time, you know, when I was over Boulder City, I was just kind of chilling, just going, all right, what's going on over here? Also because I kind of live in Boulder City and I wanted to drop off my hunting gear because that's what I was originally going to do, but then it was night the entire time. I was like, okay, I'm done with this, and then that whole thing happened. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go back on duty because obviously I can't stay away. No matter
Right.
how hard I try.
I hardly ever go off duty just because I don't have a house to put my crap in.
I just don't have anything to do off duty. I don't like doing shit by myself. I like having a group of people to hang with.
I'd rather be here even if we're just talking
God
or
damn
whatever.
it, John! Oh.
I just pushed you with popcorn. Did you see that thing?
Yeah, I saw that. Island physics.
I'm gonna kill him with it.
Careful, because you very well might actually kill him with it.
Nah, he won't kill me. I'm fine.
Hey, whose truck is this?
Oh God, no, 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 no.
That's a terrible idea.
That's no.
Honestly, a terrible idea.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now at John. He's just like, "You want to go hunting?" And I'm just like, "I just signed back on duty. God damn it!"
I still never clocked in park time, so I'm gonna have to submit a park time with the link to my GoPro. Like I swear I was here.
Oh, you were here.
Oh.
I mean, I'm religious on park time because we initiated that in FAA, and then we decided to say fuck it because stop it. I need to pull this out, and I have it out. Okay, well.
You're gonna end up actually hurting one of us, and then you're gonna be in trouble.
Inbound? Oh. This is. I got this. You had to call me. You had to call me right when I sat back on duty.
Привет.
Mr. Lancer?
Can I see your ID, sir?
Is this the CIA
User
outpost?
left your channel.
Zane.
CIA outpost.
Yep.
Can I throw popcorn at him?
That's on an island.
That's really not a good idea.
Island under
No,
solicitation,
do not throw
so
popcorn at him because
can't tell
there's a
them
very likely chance that his car will go flying and land somewhere in Silverton.
Senior Apprentice Rogers, may I see your identification, please?
I'm not going on base. I was already on my way here when you messaged me back. So.
John,
what's up?
Can I throw popcorn at you, please?
Don't.
I
like
you
seeing.
wanna die?
Look at him. Look at Nathan when I do it. Oh,
You
he
missed,
moved.
sucker.
Can I please?
Slow motion. Corn of popcorn fly everywhere.
Oh God.
Oh, you damn it! You got all the gear. Okay.
Can I
Alright,
please, John? Just to see what happens.
No.
I will go. I'll go hunting with you. Fuck it. I just
want to?
fucking signed on. I'll go hunting. Fuck it. But you had to take me all the way up to full.
Still talking.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Interesting fella.
Oh lord, I'm probably gonna be getting off as well. I finally have.
Going off duty.
Well, yeah, there's not a whole lot going on at the moment, and I need to be getting out of here in half an hour or so anyway, so I might as well start heading that way.
User joined your channel.
Ooh, did you see the suspension
I'm
move?
trying to decide if I should put my Seaman Apprentice gear in my car or if I should just put it in your car.
Can I please try it on you?
No.
I'm trying to decide. What should I do?
Look at Zane when I do it.
I was like, I need this one, dude.
Hey, can you hang out here for a minute? And then
wait,
can you
shit,
drop
I
me
need
off
to
at the
go back
bank?
to my car. Fuck.
You go to the bank?
Yep, but I can't go alone, so I'll just go with you guys, go to the bank, and then
Yeah,
go to sleep.
wait for me, I'll be right back.
Go to sleep on
Can
the
I-
road like a damn hobo.
Zane.
What?
I can give you a ride if you want to. I'm gonna go there as well, and I need to, go there as well.
Okay, well, shit, actually, I just crashed not too long ago, so I don't have shit for a paycheck anyway.
Really?
But yeah,
No,
I'll go
come
with
on
you.
with me. Yeah.
I need to get a Fed to move my chopper.
Okay. Why?
Because I can't leave it on the helipad when I go off duty.
Just park it somewhere else. Put it in the water.
That's not a good parking spot for Jayhawks.
Sorry.
Just I
fly
could
it
park it
into a
over
hangar.
here. It doesn't fit in the hangar. Not to mention the
does.
ground is uneven.
Just
I tried
get some
yesterday and I
speed,
lost my main rudder.
Get some speed, and then you fold it.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
It is. I've tried. Mid-air.
User joined your channel.
I'm gonna need to ask you to please slow down your rate of movement, sir.
I was just backing up.
That's a really fast reverse acceleration you was doing there.
It is. It really is.
Looked like he was prepping for some kind of crazy J-turn. This is a military establishment.
The other day, I did 130 miles an hour backwards in the F-150. Not on the base though. So don't worry. And I was off duty.
Alright, yeah, I'm getting ready to head that way too. I'm just gonna fucking fly this thing over there to the grass patch and everyone will be happy.
I'll pick you up there. Can I bump into your helicopter?
No.
I got scared I did, but I hit like a light.
Yep, let's CG now.
Lubbock airspace, this is Charlie Golf 6046. Be advised, we will be airborne low altitude, moving the Jayhawk to a separate location.
Camper, can you not move it? Can you go after a helicopter that just got hijacked at FAA at airfield? He's headed towards, he's flying around Lubbock right now. Actually coming in for a hard landing.
I would, however, I'm the only guardsman who is currently awake, so there's not much I can do myself.
Is there not a pilot on right now?
I'm a pilot, but we have no additionals.
Yo, FAA wankers, dude. I'm gonna land this shit, and you guys are gonna fuck off, alright? I'll be off your runway.
Land it in the ramp, then leave, then we'll fuck off.
Sound like a plan, Stan? I'll land it at the ramp, I'll leave, and that'd be good. You try any funny business with all, like, first I don't understand why is all these fucking lights here. You know, we got you, we got this guy, we got that guy.
I mean,
why do we have all these FAA guys?
Is this Scott talking to me right now?
No, it's not Scott. It doesn't even fucking matter who it is. Like,
I'm just saying because we've had multiple people fly without the lights on, especially at nighttime. That's why he's coming after you to begin with. It wasn't.
well, you could have just said turn on your lights over the, you know, instead of fucking, you were saying turn off the engine. Fuck off.
And then just let him leave. Don't even go after him.
I'm going to get my car now. It's over at the fucking sign. You know, the fucking sign for the helis.
Just pick me up by the ST building, I gotta sign out. Are you coming? 7-1 plus 1 leaving base in a red F-150. Please don't reverse the whole way there.
Why?
Well, because the last thing I need is for, like, somebody to pull us over and be like, why are these two Coast Guard driving in reverse all the way through town?
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. They generally frown upon that.
What about running stop signs?
I prefer you at least slow down.
Like I did?
Yeah, just, I mean, look both ways. This is easy stuff.
Imagine just getting disconnected now for me, been on for like 4 hours. $10,000. Nice.
Alrighty, are you going back to base?
Yeah.
Alrighty, okay.
In reverse? I'm just... Or did you want me to?
No, forward momentum is a good thing.
No, but as I said, track IR, it's really good. It's an entry point to, you know, head tracking.
Nice.
As I said, it's gonna take a bit to get used to. I haven't tried it on a 27-inch monitor. I have that now. And not a curved one. I had like a 24-inch before when I tried it.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't good for me. Dude, he just left the gate open. Who was that? Oh my god.
7-1, all units be advised. We just had a white Crown Vic leaving the main gate. The gate was left open and they just S1 our red F-150 outside of CG base.
Oh god. Oh well.
CG to EMS. CG to EMS.
Send it.
Could we have you roll an ambulance to CG base, possibly?
How many patients?
2 times.
I just need some blood. If I didn't start bleeding, I would have fucking
Thank you very
got
much.
out and shot him.
I think they were going too fast for it to have done much good. I just want to know what the hell they were doing. And why the hell anybody and their mother can open our gate. And of course nobody else is on duty, so that's just going to kind of go unnoticed. It's a white Crown Vic, so it's really not anything we can give to SD, because there's a whole lot of white Crown Vics.
Yeah.
White Crown Vic occupied ×2. The passenger was wearing a hat, and that's about the only description I got.
User left your channel.
In about, 3.2 seconds we saw them before they S1'd us and took off.
Yeah. God damn it. I wish there was someone else. I want to shoot out some tires. I'm just gonna stay here for a bit in case he comes back.
That's probably the EMS showing up to the gate now. Yeah, EMS is at the gate.
10-4. Why is there a plane parked right outside here?
Oh dear lord.
you okay?
Yeah, that was interesting.
That's gonna be a problem.
I'm bleeding. I was bleeding. I need blood.
Are you sure?
I had myself stabilized, but then I just flew into the air.
Okay, question for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for your cast, I have Hello Kitty, Dora, and Scooby Doo.
Noah over here.
I'm more partial to Scooby-Doo.
Okay, here's a Scooby Doo cast.
Oh, God, you're the best. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
sir.
I gotta call him. He wants me to call him. I thought he was over here.
Just because I get
What do
all
you
the
mean?
CG's IDs.
I don't know why he. What'd you say, sir? What'd you say, CG?
There you are, Chief Warrant Officer Zane Cora. Nice to meet you.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that ring? Oh, hold on. Oh.
Chief Warrant Officer Zane Cora. What was he talking about,
Mr.
Noah?
Voss, when will you learn, Mr. Voss?
Well, if it wasn't for me, he would have driven backwards through Silverton, so it probably could have been worse.
See, that's why you're a chief warrant, and I'm just, you know, a seaman.
Oh, then screw you, Mr. Voss. Mr. Cora.
Oh, why thank you.
Chief
Feel
Warrant
so
Officer.
special.
I mean,
I can also salute like you guys.
Are
Leaning
you
forward
sure?
like this, putting my ass up in the air like this.
you sure I can do it? I can do it like this. Just salute the sky.
Hey, who am I now?
Ooh, I got this. Are you Jeff Voss?
Good guess.
Who
User
am I?
left your channel.
No, wait, it's actually like this.
I don't know.
During the Second World War.
Oh.
Second World War. Fuck, I got this.
Oh, Churchill.
Fuck.
Helen Keller.
Fuck.
Fuck you.
I was gonna say that. Mitt Romney.
Barack Obama.
Hillary Clinton.
Okay, well, I'm getting
Ron
out of here.
Jeremy.
There wasn't nearly enough grunting to be Ron Jeremy.
Tory Black.
On that note, I'm getting out of here before FAA comes over here with another crisis.
Alright, yeah. Leave. See you, dude. Take care.
Get out of here. Go away. This is my turf now. This is EMS turf.
I'm gonna arrest you, dude.
This is EMS turf and lay off. You don't have the balls.
You sure?
Yes. You know why? Because I am EMS. I can just pull it out.
Jeff, what is you doing?
CG
him out of the
has,
base.
see, help, Mayday, Mayday.
No, don't do that.
When
I'm
EMS
moving
calls
him.
Mayday on foot.
I got Guardian 1, we're going there.
Wait, what happened? Hold on, I'm gonna try something on you. Don't be scared. It's not gonna hurt.
I'm scared. It hurts.
I promise I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna try to do this. Hold on. No.
Channel switched.
What's up, Zane? How'd it go?
Bro, should I buy this Elgato Game Capture HD 60 Pro?
No.